Hey, SBG solution-based gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, mothers, fear and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, hype him up. Shouts out Sharoon, Bracy in the waters. Wake up morning, show salute, big dog. Shout out to the lure, PH, Diva, salute, Brownsville, SBG solution-based gang.
I was on mute. Let's go. Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? Good day. Man, we had a very busy my bad, Wanda. We having a very busy weekend. God damn. Wow, I don't know. What up, Southern Charles? What up, Miss J? What up, Bubba? Be sneezy. Man, oh man, I tell you. These people are crazy. Loco na cabeza. I had a good time on the P for y'all last night. I had a really good time. What up, Big Bad Bull? Peace and love to you, my brother. Man, we was going at it, Big Bad Bull. I was out there scrapping with them last night. I was rolling with the punches, though. You feel me? They can't hold me down. And then later on in the night, I was just trying to kick it a little bit before I had to go to this meeting and speak and listen to all these different languages. And, I was just trying to chill. I was just trying to chill. Wanda, I don't lower it. I set the tone. This you feel me, Wanda? I set it. I don't lower it. Let me also shout out to the salute to the cash chat. Somebody sent me an offline support. Thank you so much. It says channel support. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all hitting that like and that share button. That's how we get it moving in a proper direction. My gasket got flattened. And let me know. I'll drop the link so we could continue our disagreement, our discussion, I should say. Because I think for the most part, we be having a good discussion. Man. So I met the Grams late in the night. I met the Grams because you know how it goes, right? Y'all know how it goes. Back in the days, black folks used to call a certain group of people crackers. That ain't right. Everybody in the chat said, that ain't right. So, that's what they used to call them. But what I learned in today's time, those crackers got a little tan. And so we now call Cellulite Podcast a graham cracker. Yeah. Because he's a cracker with a little tan. Him and the angry man are graham crackers. God damn it. If they have a graham cracker emoji, make sure you put it in the damn chat. Yes. The Grams. Meet the Grams, the 2 graham crackers. It's very interesting. We was having a conversation. They was trying to make me argue things that I never said, like Cellulite Podcast, try to make some argument that I never said a damn life. He tried to frame it as say, Sharon, You spewing misinformation. I was like, oh, really? What misinformation? And then he came up with a whole new argument that I was supposed to defend that I never said. I was like, say, you crazy as hell. He crazy as hell. I think I'm going to fall for that.
To be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
I ain't falling for it. Shout out to Wanda. Thank you so much, Wanda. 16 KLI. Support the show and color for the chat. God damn it. Thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you. Who's drunk? I ain't drunk. I might be a little tired, but I ain't drunk. Shout out to Wanda with the double up. She gifted 5 Wildest Wake Up Show memberships. Thank you so much, Wanda. Let me see who got them. Make sure whoever got the Wildest Wake Up Show memberships, please say word. One of the Grams got a membership. Salute to that. Make sure y'all maintain it too. And I expect you graham cracker, I'm expecting you to maintain your goddamn. What up, James? Don't beat the grams. That's what happened early in the AM. And so, all these things is happening, the watermelon felon thing was just absolutely atrocious to me. Makes no sense whatsoever. Crazy. Thank you so much again, Wanda, holding me down. I appreciate that so much. It means a lot. Tremendous. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares up. Please don't make me beg. I ain't too proud to beg, but don't make me do it. So can we talk, because Black folks got a special talent. That's what I learned when I spoke to the Grams. The angry graham cracker and sell you graham cracker. I learned this last night when I met the angry graham cracker and sell you graham cracker. That Black folks got a special talent. We could turn a goddamn family reunion into a civil war in about 11 minutes. Because I just went over there to just tickle people's feet. That's all I want to do. I just wanted to bring some smiles and laughter before I hit. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to tickle some people's feet with a feather, a virtual feather, a verbal feather. Just tickle you just a little bit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But in 11 minutes, that's what happens. It turns into a civil war. And you know how I know? Because every time a high-profile case involving Black persons happens, we split faster than a cheap pair of goddamn church pants. Half the people, they saying lock them up, like sell you graham crackers. Sell you graham crackers is one of the people that's saying lock them up. And I'm one of the people like me and we unlock that. We like free him immediately. Me and Taz, free him immediately. Meanwhile, we got white folks all sitting in the corner like, y'all done arguing? Because the judge still starts at 9. And now we got Jeff Metcalf. He comes out and I'm going to say allegedly. I just say allegedly. I got you, Freedom. Jeff Metcalf comes out and allegedly calls Carmelo a watermelon felon. A watermelon felon. Boy. America is creative. Racist people don't even update their software. Same jokes from 1953. It's like It's like racism got an iPhone 4 and refused to upgrade. They still downloading insults through dial-up. Watermlon? Really? You had all night. You couldn't like workshop that, or at least bare minimum. Chat GPT, goddamn it, a goddamn insult. And see, here's the thing. People hear a racist remark and immediately start all arguing over whether Carmelo's innocent. That's not the point. Those are two separate conversations, because if somebody called Ted Bundy a racist slur, you can still say, hey, well, Ted Bundy was a monster. But that wasn't racist. Two things can be true. Life ain't Twitter. It ain't, choose one. And Black people, we got to stop treating every case like fantasy football. Everybody drafting teams. Team victim. I'm team victim. I'm team defendant. I'm team nobody. I'm team Charleston White. Charleston White got folks confused. You know what I'm saying? 1 week, he the villain. Next week, he the prophet. Third week, he's raising appeal money. You never know where Charleston's going to be. Charleston White wakes up, spins the wheel. Today, I support who? Bing. Meanwhile, the real issue keeps getting lost. Fair trials, fair treatment, equal justice. That's the boring part nobody wants to talk about, even the graham crackers. Because fairness doesn't go viral. Outrage goes viral. A racist comment goes viral. A screaming match goes viral. But due process? You can't monetize due process. Nobody clips that. Think about it. The Constitution ain't supposed to work only when your favorite person is on trial. It's supposed to work for everybody. The people you love, the people you hate, the people you think are guilty, the people you think are innocent. Because if fairness only applies when you like somebody, it ain't fairness. It's favoritism. And Black people understand this better than anybody, because historically, we have moments where guilt was decided before evidence. Moments where assumptions became verdicts. Moments where public opinion walked into the courtroom before the jury did. And that's why solidarity matters. Let me see if we have some solidarity with the goddamn like button. That's what I want to see. Let's keep on showing love and support to the words that's being said. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. If you enjoy what I'm saying, hit the share button. And I don't mind you hitting the super chat or cash app button either. Somebody drop the cash app, goddamn it. So I don't mind that at all. That's lovely. Every time I get a cash app, it makes the vagina go whoop whoop. Where the hell was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh, I was at a solidarity. I was saying solidarity matters, right? Yeah, I'm going around tickling feet, Miss J. That's what solidarity matters, man. Like we need to be solidarity. We need to have some solidarity, brothers. We do. We do. Not because we all agree. We never agree. Black folks can't even agree where the cookout starts. God damn it. We can't agree. It's okay. You ask 5 black people what time we eat, you get 3, you get 4, you get when the ribs are done, whenever auntie gets here, who invited him, who invited the graham cracker. Don't worry about it. He's family anyway. Don't worry, I'll bust out the feather. Solidarity doesn't mean blind loyalty. It means shared principles. It means saying, I don't know all the facts, but I want fairness. That's it. That's the sentence. You don't have to declare sainthood. You don't have to declare guilt. You can simply say, I just want justice done correctly. Imagine how radical that sounds nowadays. I don't know. Folks act like that's illegal. Everybody suddenly becomes Matlock, YouTube detectives. Let me drink some water. Let me drink some water while y'all hit that like button. Everybody becomes YouTube detectives. Facebook prosecutors. TikTok Supreme Court justices. Then somebody throws racial slur into the mix, and now we debate whether racism exists. Like what? A man literally said watermelon felon, and people say, yeah, but no, there's no yeah, but. If somebody uses racist language, call it racist, period. You don't lose your black heart for admitting facts. You don't gain wisdom by pretending not to see it. I don't understand why we just can't call a thing. But here's where it gets uncomfortable. Black folks also have to stop acting like criticism equals betrayal. Sometimes people genuinely disagree. Sometimes they honestly they interpret facts differently. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes, the enemy isn't disagreement. The enemy is dehumanization. That's the problem. I'm tired as hell. That's what the enemy is. Dehumanization. The moment people stop seeing each other as people, justice dies. That's the issue that we're having with this case. And social media, oh Lord. Social media turned every tragedy into WWE. You got interests, theme music, comment sections. Coming to the ring, weighing in at 250 pounds. Got knocked out fantastically. On with screenshots and zero legal education. Everybody's Facebook uncle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to win. Nobody wants to understand. I'm confused about that. Why nobody wants to understand? What is so difficult with understanding? Shout out to my girl. Nobody wants to understand because understanding takes humility. And humility don't get retweets. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors fought too hard for us to casually throw away the idea of fair trials. You know what I'm saying? People marched, people bled, people were jailed so Black Americans could have equal protection under law, not special treatment, equal treatment. That's the whole point. And I would love for sell you Graham Cracker and the angry Graham Cracker to hit the link. I'm not sure if Sell You Graham Cracker is still here, but if you are, I'm going to drop the link and you can hit the link. And we can actually have a decent discussion. I'm pretty sure you got yours screaming out. I got mine screaming out. We screamed at each other. We insulted each other. We could just move forward. We don't got to apologize. We could just move forward with a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm going to talk about is the equal treatment. That's the whole point. That is my whole point. Equal treatment. Not even equal outcomes. Just equal treatment. Why is that so crazy? Why is that so crazy? And I don't understand why that is so crazy. They cosplayed as what? That's the whole point. Not believe us no matter what. I'm not into that, right? Treat us the same as everybody else. Give us juries that are fair, judges that are impartial, lawyers who advocate, right? Evidence that matters, and verdicts based on facts. Because if a system only works when it's your son, it doesn't work. If you like, we had somebody here yesterday saying that if his son had did it and made that fatal mistake, he would want people to have empathy for his son, but he had no empathy for Carmelo. If you only care about justice when it's in your neighborhood, you don't care about justice. So yes, I don't have to be in that neighborhood. They don't have to live in a Black neighborhood for me to care about justice. Sell you Graham Cracker. I'm sorry, Mr. Angry Cracker. They don't have to be in the same neighborhood for me to care about justice. All I want them is have a fair trial. Nobody's saying that he should just be free for taking a life. But we also saying that 35 years is a little bit too much. We know 35 years is way too much. Most people thought he was going to get up to 20 in a manslaughter. Not 35 years. Thought he's going to get 20 up for parole, you know, in 10 to 12. He do like 10 to 12. Fine. He took a life. But 35 years is ridiculous. It's not, you can't say that's fair. We can't. There's plenty of cases that are so close and similar to this that they don't get nowhere near 30 years. Nonetheless, 35. If you only care about justice when it's in your neighborhood, you don't care about justice. You care about proximity. Justice has to survive discomfort. Otherwise, it's just branding. And maybe that's what this moment should teach us. Not that Black people need to think alike. Lord knows that ain't happening. We need to We're we're too creative for that. Too stubborn, too loud, too beautiful, too messy. But maybe we can agree on principles like dignity, fairness, humanity, due process, and call it out racism when we see it without losing our minds in the process. Because one day it won't be Kamala, it'll be somebody else, another headline, another family, another argument, another viral clip. And the question will still be the same. Are we building a system we would trust even when the person standing before it looks like us? Not because they're perfect, not because they're innocent, but because justice means something. That's the conversation, not whether we all supposed to agree. We won't. But whether we can stand together and say, whatever happens, let it be fair. Let it be honest. Let it be based on facts, and let nobody's humanity be disposable. Because if we lose that, we lose more than an argument. We lose each other. And that's a price this country has already paid too many times. What do y'all think? Is Black solidarity about defending people no matter what? Or is it about defending the principles that protect all of us? Let's talk about it. Man, I'll be cooking up. I don't care what nobody say. I know people can't wait for the mess and the panels, but my monologues be lit. Y'all need to start recognizing my monologues be lit. Y'all be tripping. Shout out to Miss J with the two orange and blue. Go New York, go New York, go. Game 5, let's get it. There go the blue. Now we got the orange. Conversations with MJ with the 20 boy. Knicks in 5. Pray for us, law enforcement and the National Guard. We're not okay. Good day, Sharon. Good day to you, MJ. I know exactly what you mean, because if they do win, it's going to be crazy for the next couple of days, at least 2 days. So we got the orange, we got the blue, then we got the orange. Now we need another blue. We need another blue. So Jasper, you're more than welcome. Did I drop the link? Hold on. Jasper, you can hit the link. Because I don't know what did I say that sounded like I was a goddamn victim. You got me effed up. You got me effed up. You think I'm a goddamn victim. You got me effed up. I don't know where did you hear anything about me sounding like a victim. You got me effed up. Seriously, you tripping. You got me tripping. Black and Proud, he better stay his ass away from that game. Davey Dix get on my damn nerves. Jasper, you could come up, either ask me a question through a super chat, or you could hit the link and you could explain what is it that you are misunderstanding. Because I'm confused about how I just laid out I laid that out beautifully. Jasper, I laid that out beautifully. Jasper, what is it that you're not understanding? Oh, they saying I got cooked? They saying I got cooked. We could review it. Well, then you could come and hit the link and explain to me where did I get it wrong, Jasper? While you watching me cook up, tell me where did I get it wrong so I can do better next time. Jasper, hit the link so you can explain to me and the audience where did I get it wrong. What is your argument? What do you actually disagree with what I said? Because what I learned last night, a couple of people came up on a little peep channel was trying to challenge me, but in reality, they agree with me. It's a really interesting thing that people do. We all parents. Make sure somebody check the likes. Somebody hit the like button because I know sometimes y'all just forget to hit the like button. Let me go and pull up. They saying I got cooked by the angry graham cracker and sell you graham crackers. Are you kidding me? Let me see. Let me see. Let me go find it right now. I'm going to go find it and pull it up right now. What you mean I got cooked? Let's go ahead and meet the grams. Well, where the hell is it? I can't find it. Okay. Let's go pull up Meet the Grams. How about that? We could watch it together. We could see. You did hit the like button. Thank you so much. Some of these thumbnails are crazy. Oh shit, that was a crazy looking thumbnail. That's right. Go take a nap.
From the position of a black man to try to go against another black man just because you have a difference of opinion, you're no different from the damn races that you say is so-called oppressing you. Exactly. That's the real.
That's crazy. Think about what he just said. That is insane.
This is tactics from the position of a black man to try to go against another black man just because you have a difference of opinion. You're no different from the damn races that you say is so-called oppressing you.
That's insane when you really think about it. Like, Kills, that is absolutely insane. How is that even possible? I said graham cracker. I'm talking about a black man. He's a graham cracker. Yeah, let's go take a nap. You know I don't listen, Miss J. You know I like violence. You know I like it. I choose violence. So I'm not trying to oppress you. I just have a difference of opinion than you. Sell you graham crackers. That's all. Me and you have a difference of opinion. I'm not trying to hang you by no tree because we have a difference of opinion. Sell you graham crackers. So I'm not acting as our oppressors at all. It's the wildest shit I heard in a long time.
That's the real big problem.
Exactly. That's a fact.
But please, by all means, let me know that your black supremacy is any different from the white supremacists. But
that is insane. That's insane. We know it's a huge difference because even if I do have it, I'm not using it to enslave anybody, to oppress anybody. I'm not using it in that fashion. I'm not using it to make things unjust. I'm not doing it to make my court system hypocritical. I'm not doing it just because if I know the person that therefore is no justice for you. So no, it's not the same. It's not even close. It's craziness. Beat the graham crackers though, y'all. They are crackers with a tan. They are graham crackers. Salute to them. Yeah.
Also say that they're suppressing you.
It's a huge difference.
Please, by all means, you got it.
Okay, yeah, you could talk. Yeah, you could talk.
No, I go on mute. Go ahead.
In his feelings, so I'll talk. I dealt with it yesterday.
See how crazy that is? You see how crazy it is? He's saying, I'm in my feelings. You see how they try to frame things and make you argue a premise that doesn't mean, because he want a reaction when Asaka say, I'm not in my feelings. If you wasn't in your feelings, then this is how they try to incite things, right? So we just got to pay attention to when graham crackers do these type of things. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kills is a very dark graham cracker, clearly. I don't know why he's graham crackering so much. I have no idea why Kills is graham crackering so much. But literally, you see one person attempted to overtalk me, and then another person is trying to frame it that I'm emotional while he wanted to talk to me. And you saying that's not two people tag teaming. Insane. Like, what are we watching?
With niggas in the chat. Even as I'm having a conversation with the dude, what's the dude, Ashley? I'm up here checking him and schooling him on his behavior, and they still in the chat talking about some, look at Angry Man, he's so happy to be talking to a white man. You niggas in the chat, you ain't no different than crackers back in the day calling.
So I do not understand the drunken graham cracker. Verb. So, you know, I don't understand. So now he's bringing up an argument that has nothing to do with me whatsoever. I have no clue what the angry graham cracker is talking about. I have not the slightest clue on what the angry graham cracker is talking about. Crazy work. Make sure y'all hitting that like and that share button, please. And thank you. I know y'all be forgetting sometimes. I know y'all don't do it on purpose. I know y'all got nothing but love for us brothers and sisters out here. So I know the people that didn't hit the like button, it's not on purpose.
Any white person that showed any type of empathy towards a black person, nigga lovers. You ain't no different. That's why it's funny to me when you run around here acting like you can't stand white supremacy and white folk. How you can't stand them? Matter of fact, that do make sense. Usually people can't stand people they act just like.
Facts.
True.
You know, typically when it came down to white supremacy and the races that they was participating in, a lot of dudes had to gain acknowledgement by being racist themselves, or unless you wasn't considered white. To be considered a white man, you had to go out and either collect a black body, or you had to go out and you had to participate in some white supremacy. So
How funny is it? What do he think he's doing? What up, Too Strong? What the hell do he think he's doing right now? Like, listen to it. Did y'all hear that?
a lot of dudes had to gain acknowledgement by being racist themselves, or unless you wasn't considered white. To be considered a white man, you had to go out and either collect a black body, or you had to go out and you had to participate in some white supremacy.
So you don't think that you are going out and participating in it? Is that what you said? You think you ain't going out and participating in it? Bubba, this man thinks that he is not going out and participating in it. He is participating in it. And he's not going to get a participation trophy. They're going to treat this graham cracker the same way how they treated that Sandy graham cracker. They're going to tell him, hey, we don't need you to talk up for us or our women. The same way they treated that Sandy graham cracker, Myron graham cracker, they're going to treat y'all the same way. Well, if it's sell you graham crackers or the angry graham cracker. Insane.
So anytime that a black man, specifically, and I'm talking about a black man, anytime that a black man must go against another black man and use a position of white supremacy, that lets me know he's just seeking acknowledgement from the black community.
And even so, you know, that's so interesting as well. Like, even if I want my people, I am catering to my people, what is the issue with me catering to my people? Is there something wrong with me wanting love from my people because I got love for them? Is there something wrong with that? Is that what you're trying to communicate? I'm confused. And again, he doesn't realize what he's actually doing. He doesn't realize that what he is saying is an easy Uno reverse card. He is doing he is doing all of the things that he's trying to accuse me of. He's literally going against a black man and represent white supremacy so he could get a participation trophy. Yeah, so the issue is that you are that person you are talking about. And that's the issue that y'all don't understand. You are the one that is going against a black man, a young man that was doing all the right things. See, and he thought I was talking about myself. And then and again, they always try to act like I'm the one being performative. I'm talking and he want to bust out a laugh. It's me, bro. I'll be cooking these dudes up. I don't understand how. I don't get it. But it is what it is. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. I'm talking. The hell? I'm talking and literally. He's laughing in the meantime, and he's going to act like I'm be the one that's performative. That's not what I'm looking at. I wasn't looking for this position. I'm looking for this position. Right? Why are you talking in the middle of what I'm saying? It's no need whatsoever. Let's bring it back just a little bit. Y'all don't understand. You are the one that is going against a black man, a young man that was doing all the right things. He didn't do anything. A man that was doing all the right things. He didn't do a young man that was doing all the right things. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong but make a mistake. And yes, he should pay some kind of consequences for taking a life. Absolutely. 35 years is absolutely ridiculous for something of the situation that he was in. So you gone out of your way to demonize this young man, and other people are celebrating. So I don't know if y'all celebrate it, but other people celebrating this young man's demise. That's where the issue lies, and those are the things got to be called out. And we have to stick together as a people because they are sticking together as a people. Now Carmelo Anthony's father's coming out calling everybody the N-word, and he's acting a fool now, right? It's understood. He's also friends with the judge. He's friends with the prosecutor. We understand. Possibly even the warden is possibly related because they got the same last name. We don't have no idea. But
what we do understand that Frisco is known for a certain thing, and we cannot keep having a blind eye to it and acting as if the law is equal for us.
Okay, cool.
Insane. It's crazy. Brother Noopsy, this is crazy. I didn't repeat myself or nothing. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. I don't even know. At this point, I don't know why I get so much pushback. Like, I get so much pushback for fighting for us. It's crazy. This is insane to me. Where did I get it wrong? Shout out to Rush Labuto. Where did I get it wrong? Also, let me shout out. What? Shout out to the chocolate graham cracker. Salute to the chocolate graham cracker. God damn it. He said, for my N-words, I might need a loan one day. Oh. Salute to that, fam. You are hilarious. That was funny. Welcome to the show, Rush Labuto. Good day to you. How you feeling? What did I get wrong?
You didn't get anything wrong, man. I kind of feel where you're coming from with the whole situation with Anthony, man. Like, you know, systemic racism is implemented into you know, the court system and the jail system. So
Right, my Reed.
you know, hearing the story, you know, from how everything went down between Anthony and the Caucasian male was you know, was pretty, you know, bad, you know, but, you know, the Caucasian male have a reputation of, you know, bullying people and, you know, beating up kids. So, you know, I don't know why they never, you know, dispersed the actual footage on how it went down. And I think there's a reason why they don't, because it would show how unjust and unregulated the both twin Caucasian boys, you know, bullied Anthony, you know. And you know, my personal perspective, you know, I don't think he should do any time because that was self-defense, you know.
Wow. Awesome. So why do you think the angry graham cracker and sell you graham crackers believe that Carmelo should do 99 years? They feel like it wasn't harsh enough and that he should do 99 years. Why is the angry graham cracker and sell you graham crackers attempting to celebrate and put even more years on this young man?
From the conversation they had last night, they don't want to play racism for the main factor of the situation, or quote unquote the focal point of this situation between Anthony and the Caucasian male, is because, you know, they look at it from a moral perspective. You know, like, hey, if you unalive somebody, you know, you should do the time for that. You know, which I understand, but, you know, I disagree because, you know, you know, like how a lot of, you know, different cultures and civilization, they thrive is through self-preservation, you know? So that's just my perspective on that as well, too, you know?
All right, that's good. We're going to jump back into the video a little bit, all right? Thank you for being here, Rush. We're going to see what more nonsense the angry graham cracker is about to talk right now.
Cool. So I don't have
is equal for us.
Okay, cool. So I don't have no problem with you and every other black person that want to protest, raise hell, whatever, because you feel like he was railroaded. I don't
All right then. So what the F you always arguing for? Why you always trying to fight? Yeah, that's what they said, Wanda. That's what the Angry Graham Cracker said on one of his live streams, that he think that he should have got even harsher penalty. 35 years wasn't enough. Crazy. It's insane. This is what he's saying to about his, and they always say, I'm going against the black man. This is wild.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But what I do have a problem with is I would love to know when you niggas created a tribunal where y'all get to decide how the rest of us niggas think.
We decided that once they created their own.
You didn't decide
But
shit.
See, and he asked us, so why you asking me then? I did decide for you, you goddamn graham cracker. What's wrong with him, Rush?
Angry Man, from hearing the conversation from last night between him and Cellulite, it's more for a moral aspect of things. They believe that, like I said before, if you unalive somebody, you should do the time, and we should not make racism a focal point, which I understand where he's coming from with that. But I'm more on your side because, hey, man, the kid, it was self-defense, They never put out the real footage on it. And, for example, right, the Asian guy that deliberately assassinated the kid that, that wanted to purchase a bottle of water, but, he changed his mind for apparent reason and left the store. Before he exited out the store, he showed that he had nothing in his pockets, so he left. But they went behind him and assassinated the kid, and they let him out of prison. Well, not even prison. Like he was detained, and they let him out because I guess apparently they claimed that it was self-defense, but clearly you see him following the kid. Even though the store had a long history of kids going in there, stealing, and messing up the place, you still have to be reasonable with how you use your firearm, and that that particular situation between the Asian guy and the kid that that got assassinated by the Asian guy, he was wrong for that, but hey, they let him out, so I don't see why not. They couldn't let the young man Carmelo Anthony get out because it was truly self-defense,
Okay.
You didn't decide nothing for me. You don't get to see. Here's the problem. The whole reason that my forebearers and your forebearers fought and went through everything they went through is so that we could be free. Part of that is being able to think for ourselves, being able to have our own opinions. So you can't go through that, and then after everybody done lost their life and bled and all of that, just for you to turn around and tell me that I gotta think like you just to be considered part of the group.
So let me go ahead and nip this in the bud right quick.
And that's the issue, is that you believe in a system that is called freedom and it's been proven not to be. You are believing in something that's just not existing right now. We see time and time again, we are not judged the same way under the law. And when you go and act as if everything is equal lefts and rights, that's where it becomes disingenuous, and that's where it becomes a problem. They decided that they was going to go against us collectively, the majority of them. And we have to start making a decision who is on our side and who's not. We got to know who's the allies and who's not. And we could tell by the way different people's rhetoric is.
I would never be.
Rush, am I not cooking their asses up right now? Attempting to be nice and calm, and they trying to act as, am I not cooking both of their asses up right now?
I mean, you made your valid point. Yeah, like I agree with you. It's things is not fair for melanated people when it comes to the law. So I definitely am on your side on that. And yeah, I agree with you. What you was debating against, Angry Man and Cellulite. You know.
It's his name is Angry Graham Cracker and Sell You Graham Cracker.
I would never want to be an ally to a group of people who dismiss basic human decency and
How crazy is that? How crazy is that? He said he never wants to be a part of a group of people
Yeah, I mean
that disregards basic human decency.
yeah,
That is wild because of the group that he's with is basically disregarding basic human decency.
yeah. I mean they have a clear history of doing that. The raping and pillaging people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Like
it
this shit
is.
is
It is crazy.
it's
Man.
insane.
Somebody
This
say
is
that,
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
This is literally crazy that he said that in real time.
try to defend degeneracy. But let me go ahead and tackle something right quick. You said that we already know that the judge and the DA and all this, that, and the other is friends or have some type of association with the Metcalf family. Minister Dominique Alexander, the baby choking minister of justice, said over the last few days, I have received countless messages, videos, screenshots, and clips regarding a photo that is circulating online. The images being used by some individuals suggest that Austin Metcalf's father, Judge John R. Roach, and Conley County District Attorney Greg Willis were together at a social event or party. After reviewing the image that is being shared in these viral posts, I can tell you that that photo being circulated is of not them. So let me go ahead and ask you right quick, and I'm glad that you did this, Sharon, so we can get your honest opinion right quick. When you look at this photo, can you tell me where is Judge Roach in this photo?
Why? Why are you asking me that?
I'm asking because you made the claim that they were friends or that they had some type of association. So this is the image right here in the top portion that said that Judge R. Roach and DA Greg Willis was in this photo. Let me ask you, in this photo right here in the top, where is Judge R. or Judge John Roach? Right here, where is he?
It doesn't matter if I.
Oh, okay, so I'm giving you the evidence to go against the claim that you made.
Hold on, please. It doesn't matter if I could point out whoever. It doesn't matter. What matters
but is the person in the photo?
What matters is plenty of people that are friends and in cahoots with each other that don't have any photos together. I got plenty of friends. I have. Oh my god. I have
I'm listening.
Okay. You don't have to tell me what you're doing. Just do it. I have plenty of friends that I do not have photos with. These people are moving a certain way, and we cannot ignore the way how they are moving. Time and time again, we see the evidence of how these people are moving, and we just gotta call a spade, and as simple as that.
Yeah, that's exactly what a racist would say. Dismiss all of that.
Did he just call you racist?
Russ, this is insane.
Does he know you're married to a Caucasian woman?
This is insane, bro. It's something mentally wrong. Like, I don't know what is going on. Every time I think, I understand, they come up with a new conversation with me where I don't understand what the F they talking about. That's crazy to me. And people be acting like they be cooking. Drunken graham cracker was acting like they was cooking me. I want to see the proof. Every time I pull up the proof, Rush, it don't be high. It doesn't go the way how they say it's going, Rush. You know. When I was on your show, what I did I not cook their ass up? It don't go the way how they think it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good debate. Yeah. you had your way with him, you know. But yeah, I think he's kind of reaching. Like he probably don't really. I mean, he probably know who you are, but not know intricate details about you. You know, like your wife and all that, and accusing you of being racist towards white folks is kind of a reach. You know.
I'm in trouble now. Welcome to the show, the Chocolate Graham. What's up, Chocolate Graham? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Man,
What's going on
some of the live stream, man. Hey, yo,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Chocolate Graham.
Yeah, man. Whatever, man. I don't know what you're trying to be out there, man. You trying to be the house Graham. You the house Graham. How about that, though? How about them apples? You the house Graham. They calling you.
Hey,
They calling you the house Graham, racist Grahams. They calling you all types of Grahams, brother.
Hey, Kels, am
What's
I not
good?
at this moment so far in the conversation? Am I not cooking these two brothers or what?
Nah, on the fact that you was you got to be writing it back, Sharon. But yo, you made some great points though. I'm not gonna front. You made some great points. You did make
Thank
some
you.
great points, like
Thank you.
how you
At
gotta
least,
move, how
all right.
the law is different from us. You feel me?
All right.
Because the law is
All right,
different
then.
from us though. So you're right.
All right.
Damn.
All right.
Evidence is just so they can stick to a narrative and a point. Yeah, that's exactly what a racist would say. Dismiss all of the evidence.
Spade a spade, and as simple as that.
Yeah, that's exactly what a racist would say. Dismiss all of the evidence just so they can stick to a narrative and a point. You have the photo here, which disproves that they are not associated. As a matter of fact, they even gave Judge John Roach an interview where they asked him directly, do you have association or are you friends and or cool with the Metcalf family? He said no. So, but here's
the craziest part is that we need to believe what that judge say. Number two, you just pull up I don't know the photo. Hey, same way how you could pull up a photo like that, somebody else pull another photo of you watching somebody in their socks doing their job. You know what I'm saying? So I heard he like to watch the men that wear socks. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Kills? Mm-hmm. So I don't get it.
my biggest thing, and I'm glad that you did that, right? So we have a video. As a matter of fact, we don't even need the video. We have a body by the name of Austin Metcalf that is in the ground, and we have a video of a young man by the name of Carmelo Anthony that stabbed Austin Metcalf. My question to you is: should this young man do time for killing Austin Metcalf?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to ask you again. I'm sorry, not going to ask you again. Per the jury that was assigned to that case, they're the ones that made the judgment call that he deserves this time. Would you agree or disagree?
That they decided that?
Yes.
I don't know why you're asking me a rhetorical question.
Like, is this man? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He caught you with a trick bag. He caught you with a trick bag right there, man. A little bit.
That was a dumb. Hold on. That was a very dumb question. That was a dumb question. We know the jurors is the ones who sentenced Carmelo. So why are you asking me that? That was dumb.
Nah, you should have moved on, or you know what I'm saying?
That's why I didn't even answer the dumbass question, because that's just a dumb question.
I'm asking because what I'm doing is I'm establishing that a basic common knowledge is we understand that everybody understands that when it comes to a jury of 12, they're going to make a decision whether you are guilty or you are innocent, right? Which race should not have anything to do with it. But it's everybody that's on the outside of those 12 people that want to establish and inject race into it so they can have a narrative. That's typically what racists do. That's all the arguments that was being made made during the Jim Crow era, during the era of KKK, during the time of the Civil War, during the time of slavery, all the way up until 2026. Black people are utilizing all of the talking points that racist white people were using to keep black people enslaved, downtrodden, and swinging from trees. So how are you trying to be any better than the racist white folks if you as a black man are trying to say that I am no good as a black man to the black community, and I'm just telling you the truth, which is not devoid of the facts?
The reason why is because I'm not on offense trying to do something to a group of people just because they look different. What I am attempting to do is have defense, so this way we can have possibly in the future a fair trial, because this young man did not get a fair trial. And when people like you go ahead and push the rhetoric that you are pushing, that is towards what the word that you use in the white supremacist situation, that becomes an issue for us, because now we have infighting where we should not be infighting on a situation like this, because the young man needs to have a fair trial. Whether he go to jail or not is irrelevant. What should be the conversation is about him having a fair trial, and us as the older black men having the goddamn bravery to speak up and say, no, this wasn't fair, and he needs a fair trial. It shouldn't be a jury of people that don't look like him, that don't understand things.
That's not how. Excuse me.
I agree.
Bruh. Listen, I swear to God, I swear to you, speaking up for our people do not get the love it's supposed to get. I don't even understand, bro. I don't even understand, bro. I be cooking up, bruh.
Hold on. So you saying at that moment, Sharon? So you saying at that moment?
Ain't no hold on. Let me see something. Did we? Nah.
You was cooking.
Nah.
You was cooking. You was cooking wet eggs.
Hold on. Nah. We don't got 100 likes as I'm cooking up the way how I'm cooking up. Nah.
Wallace Wake Up Show. We get it cracking, no acting. Say what you say, but bring facts with it. I'm Sharon Bracey, come face me. All love. But we saw the case be. Boom. Hey, this the Wallace Wake Up Show. Lights on, case closed. With sips on deck, no capping. Just proof exposed, facts. Challenge me, let's see what's happening. We don't pretend, nah. Sharon Bracey, come face me. Truth gon' win, night turns to evidence. Mike's receipts in the file. We talk that street gospel, broadcast live. Wallace Wake Up Show, the truth unfold. Ain't no games, we chasing facts, we taking hold. Lights low, in the studio, the tension thick. Chat scrolling, comments heavy, they expecting this. Look, I drop a jewel, it explodes, scatter in the crowd. Boom, 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 boom. You talk tough in the ends, but vanish when it's loud. I've been smelling smoke, fakeries and fraud. Boss frontin' in the streets, but the paperwork flawed. Receipts stacked tall, timelines crossing the line. This is ghetto court with a beat and a rhyme. Bring your courage, bring your proof, or get exposed tonight. I ain't afraid of the truth, I live for the fight. I'm Sharon, I call your name, come stand right here. It's all love, but the case gotta end this year. It's the Wallace Wake Up Show. Lights on, case closed.
Get the damn like button. We need to get to 100 likes immediately. We need to get to 100 likes immediately. Yeah, I'm not having this shit. Nah. I'm not gonna have y'all disrespect me when I'm the one fighting. I'm fighting tooth and nail. Nah, I'm not having it. I hit the like button. I'm asking for likes and shares. I'm not having it. Shout out to everybody that is participating. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All you people that's not, you need to do something about it. Figure it out. It's simple. Hit the like, hit the share. Simple. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all got me effed up. Y'all got me all the way effed up. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell.
Man, what's going on with black folks, man? Black folks don't support like that.
I don't understand how I'm the person that they always say I'm against black folks, but somehow every time we play a video of me talking, it's the opposite of what they're saying. I don't get it. They always say that, Sharon, you against black men, but every time we review a video, Kills, it's the opposite of that. Nah, bruh. They owe me something. Truth, they owe. These graham crackers owe. Sell you graham cracker, angry graham cracker, they owe, bruh. I'm cooking you.
Yo,
I'm
Siobhan.
cooking, sell you. Yo, Truth, I'm cooking, sell you graham crackers, and I'm cooking the angry graham cracker. What up, Truth?
What's going on, Bruce? How you feeling this Friday?
You know, I'm chefing it up, bro.
Let's go. Let's get you paid, Short. I'm here. Let's go.
Huh?
I said, let's get you paid. I'm here.
How you feel about the conversation so far of me cooking these people up right now?
I love the back and forth.
Yeah, but who's getting cooked? Whose side are you on the point of view? Who like what is your thoughts so far in the conversation?
Well, I just pulled up, so I need you to play it a little bit.
I got you. All right.
Sharon, I think you
hold on,
reached
that's
a
not
new
how that
level
works.
of
A jury of your
pettiness.
peers does not
You
mean
heard?
that's not how, excuse me.
I agree.
Hold on, that's not how that works.
Understand things.
That's not how, excuse me.
I agree.
Hold on, that's not how that works. A jury of your peers does not mean jury of your race. Your peers is not your race. That's established by Cornell law. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to combat you with education, which is based in intelligence, not based in race. And that's the big problem. I don't have to bring a racial argument to you because I'm only giving you the facts based on the law and based on the intelligence. When you look at Cornell law and you look at the definition of what is a peer is someone that is in your environment or your immediate surrounding. Now, according to Frisco County in Texas, it's only 10 to 11% of black people. Now, according to Frisco County in Texas, it's only 10 to 11% of black people. That's according to Frisco County in Texas. It's only 10 to 11% of black.
That's very important.
Black people that's in that county, which is majority white, right? So when they come down to the jury selection, that you had people who was using, you had the defense and you had the prosecution that was using strikes to disbar people from the jury selection process. And when it came down to it, there were people who said, I do not feel comfortable putting a young black man behind bars. And also I'm a teacher. That was part of the qualifications to be removed. So again, introduce to me this racial element that did not give this young man a fair trial.
So the racial element is that.
So I just want to also point out that he tried to frame it. He tried to frame it a certain way. He tried to frame it as if that he's the one that's bringing the education. Just want that to be clear. He's bringing the education. Welcome to the show, Bomb Cherry, Shadow the Titan Wild. Why do I gotta cook them up so much, Bomb Cherry?
I don't know why you flaming them, baby. I don't know what you doing. I didn't even know it was Friday until you started cooking. Like, what the Hey, Josh, how you doing, man? Hey, everybody in chat. I didn't know it was Friday. You over here making some gumbo, jambalaya, chicken. What you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Asian food on us over there, huh?
You know what I'm saying? I got that, hey, Bum, I got that walking. You know what I'm saying? I got the walk. All right, so you see how he tried to make the premise a very false premise, right? However, I'm about Shadow, you want to say something? Go ahead.
In the back chat, I sent you the video of the guy who was sitting in the trial and actually watched the confrontation video. And he spelled it out last night for people, for everybody who was like, no, he never got touched. No, he wasn't surrounded. No, he wasn't afraid. And remember that whole narrative about, oh, he fell on the knife? There's a reason people were saying that. And after when you see the video, you understand why people said it then. Because a lot of people were saying, no, that Mel was being aggressive, right? But get this, the video shows he never got off his butt. He stayed sitting until they grabbed him. And the first time somebody touched him, he told him, if you touch, all of that's in the video. So everybody who was trying to make this about racing and not self-defense, and I told him that I was gonna let you see the video, and you would probably enjoy talking to him. So, you know.
Shadow, did you see the video?
Did I see the physical video? No, I didn't. I personally did not. I wasn't in the trial.
Can he send it to you?
No, because it was a video for inside the trial. So one of the reasons why that video is not made public knowledge or publicly accessible is because a bunch of minors are present in it. But it was used as defense. It was used when the prosecution was trying to explain the situation to show the stab. But because his defense lawyer was so shoddy, he didn't explain how that cowboy culture worked. So yeah, if you want me to let him know, I'll let him know that you're up and ready.
Yeah, I don't trust third parties.
Okay, so that was so you saying somebody in the court just explaining what they seen?
No, he was in the court as he watched the video of what happened. Like he flew down to take
Did
to
you
sit
hear
in
what I
those
said?
hearings. Yes.
Oh, you just
no, hold up.
What I say?
Yeah, he heard what
You said somebody. You said somebody who was in the court who was explaining what they saw.
Right.
Is
So
that not
the
what you
person
said?
who was in the court? He's seen the video and he's explaining what he saw. Is that what you sent me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you said no the first time, so I'm just making sure.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
I ain't fighting with you.
I know you want to smoke.
No infighting. No infighting, Sharon.
Hey, hold on. We're gonna check my response, and we got a couple more people that we're gonna bring into the show. Oh damn, what am I doing? Hold on, let me see. All right, that one. All right, let me see my response.
That 10 to 12% should have been people that look like him.
Cook them. Truth. Cook them. That one sentence right there. Cook, sell you graham crackers.
That's what we had. That's what we had. Should have been people that look like him. The problem is that that 10 to 12% should have been people that look like him. That's what we had. That's what we had. That's what we had. I don't understand. I didn't interrupt.
Nigga, if you gonna fucking talk, nigga, stop with all the dramatic bullshit.
Now, who's being dramatic? I want to see who's being dramatic in this part?
Angry man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. It's one. But yeah, he's calling me the dramatic one. I've been calm this whole time. How long I've been getting berated for now? 12 minutes straight.
I was trying to interject something. Jeez, the dramatic.
Hold on.
Nigga,
hold on. Let's peep the lie. Let's peep the lie. He said he was trying to interject. Let's peep the lie.
You gonna fuck
that look like him. The racial element is that
He
that
was.
10 to 12%.
He was trying to interject.
People that look like him. That's what we had.
That's
what we had. That's what we had. I don't understand. I didn't interrupt.
Nigga.
It seemed like, from what I understand, it looked like Cellulite was trying to jump in there. Not Angry Man, or did I get it wrong?
You got it wrong. You heard me?
You heard Angry Man trying to interrupt, not Cellulite?
Yeah, you was having a back and forth. See, you on a panel, Sharon, like you on a fight club.
Hold on. We're gonna watch it together. Hold on. We're gonna watch it. Hold on, Kills. Let's watch this together. Let's see.
I got you,
this
brother.
racial element that did not give this.
He's talking to me, correct? Kills? Kills, he's talking to
You're
me,
having
correct?
a back and forth at this moment. At this moment, you're having a back and forth. Let's go.
I need you. Is he talking to me? Yes or no?
This is Fight Club. That's a new Fight Club.
Is he talking? It's okay. Just answer the question, my brother.
Y'all having an exchange. Y'all having an exchange back and forth, brother. That's what I said. Y'all having an exchange back and forth. Yeah. Y'all talking to each other at that moment. Yeah, man.
Hold on. What you should have said was all you had to say was
on a panel. On a panel.
Yes. Hold on. So now, who should be the first person to respond?
Nah, man. I'm not having this fight now. I'm not having this.
Who should be the first person to respond? If he's talking to
out
me.
of that moment, if y'all, I know how Trey run his panel. Anybody could interject, though. I'm gonna stand on it. Anybody could interject.
God,
I'm not asking you who can interject. I'm asking you who should be the first person to respond.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you, yo. Move on.
Hold on. You mean to
move on, brother.
Hold on. You not. Hold on. You mean to tell me
petty too.
Hold on. You saying you're not man enough to explain who should be the first person to respond?
Go ahead, bro.
Wow. Hey, look. That should be crazy, man. I don't really be meaning to cook y'all heroes like this. I don't mean it. I'm sorry.
This young man ate their child.
So the racial evidence that 10 to 12% should have been people that look like him. That's what we had. That's where we had. That's where we had. I don't understand. I didn't interrupt.
Nigga, if you gonna fucking talk, nigga, stop with all the dramatic bullshit. I was trying to interject something. Jesus Christ.
But I don't give a fuck about what you're trying to interject.
I don't give a fuck what you give a fuck about, my niggas. Get out your feelings.
I'm not in my feelings. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking.
And talk, nigga.
That's all. So shut the fuck up, nigga.
Nigga, you still saying shut the fuck up when you could be saying what you're saying.
And you could be shutting the fuck up while I'm being prepared to say what I'm saying.
Shutting the fuck up so that you can talk about what you're supposed to talk about instead of saying the shit you saying now, which you need to shut the fuck up about, nigga.
But as soon as your graham cracker ass shut the fuck up, I will communicate what I need to say.
Man, you need to leave China because your ass is starting to look light-skinned, nigga, so you can't talk no shit about graham cracker when your ass looking like a graham cracker. Just say what you gotta say, nigga.
Get your own goddamn joke. Don't piggyback off my goddamn joke. And I like the fact that you got some Beijing, even though I'm in China, you got Beijing in your goddamn face.
God damn, Sharon, what you was on drugs? I ain't never seen you swing that motherfucker like that. You was choking them niggas.
He was on that China tea.
Sean went full bully mode.
That's why they keep mad at me.
I'm so proud right now. God damn.
Sherrod, I'm gonna have to talk to you about being a degenerate on panels and trying to hurt people's feelings just because it's funny.
Oh. Yo, Willie, that graham cracker really cooked them. Oh my goodness. But the China and the Beijing, that bothered him because you know he just recently put that goddamn Beijing on. Oh,
it's not Beijing, man. It's indigo. It's indigo or some other shit. I don't know, yo. That's the bro. It's not Beijing though.
Oh shit! But
I don't really tell on the low.
Huh? What you said, Chocolate Graham?
I said you petty on the low. You petty as a motherfucker. I be shit. Hey yo, let me hold some bread. Shadow. I said a cuss word.
That's right.
I need a low. I need a low.
Exactly. Stop cussing. Stop
I paid some bread. I paid a little bit of bread.
Yeah, you broke ass nigga. You need to stop cussing. You ain't got no money, okay?
Shit, I'm gonna get some bread off of you, Bomb Cherry.
You ain't gonna never get no bread off of me.
Shit, I got some screenshots now. I got some screenshots on you.
All right. So, What is seriously wrong with them that they gotta argue things that just not true? That's the only thing I don't understand. Why they arguing things that are just not true? That's the only thing that really bothers me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can just be honest about what we're seeing. That's all.
Yeah.
Is that?
Fuck your shirt,
that ain't what it's called. What is called?
Fuck your shirt, Sharon. And I don't got no Beijing in my beard with all them chemicals. Nigga,
I mean, I don't understand how you complain about somebody who said they didn't get a fair trial when they admitted before the police officer even asked what happened.
Because they're not ready, Trey. They don't know where I'm from. I'm from the trenches.
You from the trenches, but you left America.
I ain't one of those.
You from the trenches, but you left America.
It's me. Yo, Trey, it's me, bro. I know. I be cooking. I know. It's me, bro.
Get to your point, man.
Now, calm down. So now get back to what Will is saying. With the whole, what I'm saying is that, so it should have been, whatever the percentage is, he should have had that same percentage of his peers. It was lopsided dramatically. And that's why I believe he do have a really good case in the appellate court to use the Batson challenge because he didn't have that percentage, what you just pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
And also some people,
yo, like I'd really be cooking them though. Like seriously. I don't understand. Like they really be thinking that they bringing in some new information that I'm not going to cook them on. In real time, I did that shit. I didn't have to wait or nothing. I didn't have to come back. I cooked them in real time. Peasy ain't going with the 10 ball. Thank you so much. Peasy ain't going, holding me down. Thank you so much. Peasy. We also got Mott and Days with the $4.99. I also cooked up Mott last night too. Bon Cherry, I had to cook mine up last night too.
Oh, not Mott. You had to do Mott too?
Yeah, I had to cook him up. He thought he could get in the ring with me. He thought because he got a little weight on me, he's 6'4". Nah, I don't care. I'm squaring up. I squared up on mine. Sell D-Rod Angry Man is wild. Sell D-Rod Angry Man is crazy. Sell D-Rod Angry Man like a chick. These ninjas love another ninja with status. That is crazy. You think sell you graham crackers would have learned his lesson by, after he was watching that man do his thing with the socks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cellulite Podcast. Imagine being a D-Rider for Predator Beans. Whoa, it's sad. God damn, man, you gotta fight back. That was crazy. That was a crazy swing right there. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good swing. I like that swing. Fight back, baby. Fight back. Look at Charlotte Messias. Oh, that one right there. They fighting. They scrapping. Oh, they squabbling there. Oh, shit. That was good. All right, let's get back to it. I'm cooking Sal right now, too. I am cooking him badly. Damn. And then now let's see what he pulled up.
Some people that was still a part of the jury, they were teachers. So again, like they used the idea of the teachers, the way how they excluded those people, but also they still had they used the idea of they were teachers.
Cooking. Look at Angry Man.
So again, like they used the idea of the teachers, the way how they excluded those people, but also they still had teachers on the juries. So again, all I'm saying, that we need to be arguing for to be fair. Not to be lopsided. And
let's be fair. Let's be.
My goodness.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Let's be fair. So let's be fair.
Me, bro. I get it.
No, because you're spewing a lot of misinformation. So let's be.
Okay, so now this part is interesting, right? He said I spewed a lot of misinformation. He said I spewing a lot of misinformation. Did y'all hear? Did anybody on the panel yet hear me say any misinformation?
I didn't.
You talking about your man's China beard?
Oh, okay, the China beard. Imago Day, did you hear any misinformation yet?
I would have to go with the ad hominems. Not misinformation, useless information with the background voice.
I was just whooping their ass. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Fight for your peoples. I like that. I like that. Hey, a random independent. Did I say any misinformation? Because I know AR is going to tell me quick, fast, and hurry. He love to tell me I got misinformation. And I guess he on his white side today. It's Friday, so I guess he's being white.
I'm deciding. Someone's calling me Becky's son yesterday, so I don't know if I'm gonna be Becky's son today.
God damn.
Damn. Who is Becky?
Hold on a second.
Join the bright side. Join the bright side, AR.
So I guess AR doesn't hear no misinformation neither, right? So he's saying I'm saying misinformation. Let's see what misinformation he said.
According to I don't know what. According to the police report, during this time, the suspect said verbally out loud, "I was protecting myself." It should be noted I had not questioned him about the incident when he made that comment. I asked him if he had any weapons, and he said no. I patted him down for weapons while we were walking along the fence, and I did not locate any on this person. I instructed the male to continue off the track. While walking him off the track, the suspect also said he put his hands on me. I then detained the suspect in handcuffed behind his back, and had him sit on the ground. Officer Reese arrived on the scene. I conducted another pat down on his person and then searched this person after he gave consent. You know what? Somebody has an airwave of something. I conducted while the suspect's on the ground, I advised that I had the suspect. The suspect then responds, "I'm not alleged, I did it." So you have multiple instances of sputtering. You have multiple instances where he himself have admitted to stabbing Austin Metcalf. You always want to complain about a fair trial, but this young man was speaking to police without the presence of his parent and without the presence of his attorney. But that's something that he admitted to. So where's the unfairness?
Where is
he's gonna start talking.
I don't understand. Hold on. I don't understand what misinformation I gave. That's number one. You didn't point out no misinformation that I gave just now at all. You started a whole new talking point. So I don't know what misinformation. So you was wrong on that point already with your premise. That's number one. Number two, nobody said that he did not stab the young man. So the misrepresentation is what you brought into the conversation, that the percentage of people that live in his county was not a part of the jury. So you said it is the people that live in his county. The percentage of black folks that was a part of the jury does not represent that county. Idea that they got those people up out of there because they teachers and then they still had teachers there, that is a problem.
Oh, okay, cool. So one, I would like for.
So yeah, I don't know where they be. I don't know. I be just be cooking people up, and it's just okay for me to cook up. Hold on, let me bring somebody into the show. This is my first time seeing them. Let me welcome into Mel. Mel watching. Good day, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's my first time seeing you, my brother. What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I spoke with Shadow last night. He came on my show. I was in the courtroom every day, and he thought you and I or someone here should make a connection because there's a lot of misinformation, but I sat there myself. I heard everything, so there's nobody sitting in front of me. You know, the guy from Court TV, the black guy, claimed he was in the courtroom. He never stepped foot in the courtroom, but they have him out there saying, well, I saw and I heard this, to just lead black people astray. So if you want to know something, I'm around. You could get my information. But he just told me he sent me the link and told me to pull in. I'm about to go live in an hour. So I figured I'd come in and see I don't even know the name of the channel. I'm sorry.
Salute to you. Thank you.
But just so you know,
Wake Up Show. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time today. That is awesome. So you was actually inside.
Can I say this?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I covered Trump's trial. I was in Diddy's trial every day. I know his family. I take notes all day long. So when I went to Carmelo, before people start capping saying you don't know what you're talking about, these are the notes. This is the jury construct. So I document how the jury looked in Carmelo's case. You have 5 whites, women, 5 white men. You have 3 Middle Eastern women, 1 Middle Eastern man. So I know what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. I cover Luigi Mangione just to let you know this is what I do. I go to cases, I go to crime scenes, and I document, tell you guys what happened. Watching the
Okay,
world
shout out to Una.
777.
Shout out to Uda on Go. He said you was there with him at the Diddy trial.
Oh, Uda's in the building. Shadow, what's up? All my homies around. What's up, fellas?
So, you being there, did
Yes.
you actually see any video evidence of what happened?
Did I see your something went out? Say that. Did I see what?
Was you able to see the video of this of all the cell phones that they collected? Was you able to see any of that kind of information?
No, there was no cell phone video. It was only the video from the arena. I saw all the video I saw all the video that was in court.
Okay, and so the video that was from the arena, does it show Carmelo Anthony being an aggressor?
Hell no. He was attacked.
Wow. And this is from your eyes.
Absolutely. I have no skin in this game, brother, and black people, we're in trouble. So let's be honest about it. I'm not going to take you. Uda can speak for me. Uda was out there with me for Diddy. I never said some weird shit. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have cursed. I'm pretty. Uda and I, we roll together heavy. I'm pretty down the line. He'll tell you. He's a straight up guy.
Wow. So
What, can I
damn.
ask a
So he
question?
did. Sure, Bomb. You can ask a question.
Yeah. No, I just because I don't know much. So, was there any videos played in the courtroom that isn't accessible to those of us who wasn't there?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Like, were there any videos played in the court? Oh, go ahead, Sharon. You can.
She want to know, is any of that video accessible to people that are not there, that wasn't there?
No, and they didn't allow some strange guy to walk in there and say, "Hey, Joey, look at the video." No, it's none of that. And I doubt if they're going to release a lot of information because they tried to keep this tight because this is a serious issue.
Damn.
Let me give it to you real quick because I have to go live. I have people counting on me. Queen 88 is going to come on my show in a few minutes, and I have to. She has
Salute
a whole.
to that.
So
let me also shout out. Let me give you all the moderators, please find his channel and drop his channel in the link. We support each other over here, even though we go not live at the same time. There's more than enough room for everybody to get their views and love and all that type of support. So if you can, please find his link and drop it so we can get more information out. Go ahead, Mel.
Okay, so
I'm about to drop it.
Okay, so what the hell? Before I get started, I just want to say, right, we got a big issue because I'm swinging with the big leagues. But last night in Philly, they had a white boy coming home from college. He was shot point blank. They stole his iPhone. They're going to spin this narrative. This is going to be a new narrative from Carmelo, so look it up. Anyway, let me tell you what happened in court, only because I'm sorry to take control like that. I'm just going to give you the facts. I was sitting right behind Carmelo. He's sitting there fidgeting and shaking all day. It came out in court that he had epilepsy. They didn't talk about the shoulder injury, although many say he had a shoulder injury over the last year. He's 5'7", 130 pounds. Austin is 225, according to the video, right? The video that his mother came out says, oh, he's a big boy. He's 225. In that video, his brother Hunter says Austin grabbed his backpack. Bro, that was not in court. Not one of these witnesses came in there and said that boy took his backpack. Why do you think that's the case for all the people, especially the racists that are coming on my channel saying, oh, they weren't lying? Okay, well, let me explain. I'm going to break it down. It starts off. It's almost like being at the Knicks game. I'm a New Yorker. You're sitting across in the Coliseum. You know how you can see the gates on the other side and you see the incline of the benches. Carmelo, they established that. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast, but I got to get this out. They show you right from the beginning, Carmelo has on. They bring on the first witness as a video expert. He shows you he has on a gray hoodie. It's raining. You can see it in the video. The video from across the stadium is the west side video, and then you have the east side video. You see Carmelo walking to the gate. He looks around. He goes back out. It's very important that you guys get this. The prosecution said two important things. They said, you know what, the videos don't link up with the time. So that's very important because when the officer with his body cam came into the courtroom, I pointed to the two ladies sitting beside me. I said, peep game. This happens on April the 2nd, 2025. The video says February the 10th, 2016. So why is his body cam? I'm not saying it was that date. I'm just saying they're not on top of their game. Okay, so Carmelo walks inside. Also, the prosecution says you're going to notice that the witnesses' stories do not match. We went to Diddy case, Trump case, Luigi Mangione. Prosecution never warned you that their witnesses don't match. Okay, all right. The defense is asleep at the wheel, but I give Toby a shook. He's kind of like my friend Brian Steele. He's really sharp to a certain extent, but for this case, he kind of fell off. So anyway, Carmelo goes over to the tent. Simultaneously, you see the twins and about two or three other boys. They're walking. They said from some sort of concession stand. They come into the arena. They walk through the arena. They walk us through, and they go to the tent. Okay, I'm going to compile a bunch of these witnesses because this is all I do. I think about this because I really want to drive this home because we have to learn from this, or we're going to become maggot food at some point. All right. Because these guys are not playing games with us, and we have to educate our kids. Number one, you can't bring a knife into an event like this. That's the bottom line. They showed us, right? Even though in the opening arguments, Mike, the defense attorney, says, "Listen, in the state of Texas, you can have a knife up to 5.5 inches. It's not illegal or unlawful. In this case, the knife blade they showed us, in accordance to the ruler, is 3.5 inches. Okay.
Wow.
Even though Fox News is saying it's 5 inches, I was in court. Okay, I'm giving you the real deal. Okay, so he comes into the tent. Now, the common denominator in this whole case is a guy named Eddie. Now, before I came to the trial, it's very important that I put this out there. One of the things that came out about this trial is that it's all white juror. Okay, I already showed you had 8 foreigners, and then you had a mixture of 5 white women, 5 white men, no blacks. Okay, but you can't spin the narrative that it's an all white jury. When you see Roland Martin and these people pushing that narrative, it's still unhealthy because we're not being accurate. That's why Uda and I, we go to court, we sit in there. It's not easy. Ask Uda. Anyway, the other narrative is that I heard a year ago that they're at a school and he goes under the other team's tent because it's raining, and they're like, "Get out of here." When I get there, I learned it's not a big deal because the track meet is under the jurisdiction of the school, but still it's not a high school. So we need to be accurate for that. There's signs up to say you can't have drugs, weapons, alcohol. So that's very important to know. The first coach that came in said that the parents, and also he said the kids signed a document saying, "Listen, we know we can't have a weapon." One of the kids testified that they did go through a metal detector. He was the only one that mentioned it in passing. And I'm like, well, how did Carmelo get a knife through the metal detector? Anyway, so this guy, Eddie, here's the dominant factor in this case. Eddie was the one that they kept saying that was Carmelo Anthony's associate. And so all of the kids, they all painted this narrative that he came in and gave Eddie a fist bump and sat down right beside him. Now, this is the key to know. Anybody here familiar with law, if you ever have a civil case or a criminal case, right before you go to trial, the prosecutors or the defense are going to pull you in, show you all the artifacts, videos. And in this case, all of the witnesses were recorded when this event happened for their testimony. So when the defense asked the witnesses, it was maybe like 12 or 13 of them. Basically, I'm talking about the young kids. Did you know you were recorded? Yeah. When was the last time you saw the video? A week ago, 2 weeks ago. So it's important that they're pulling these kids in and they're making sure that their stories are on point, because every kid, like a cookie cutter, they asked the kid back to back, and he did it like a Ken style. I'm talking about the lawyer. His last name starts with the W. Okay, he says, "Was Austin the aggressor? No. Was Carmelo the aggressor? Yes." So everything was so cookie cutter, and all those kids, they answered the same. So let's get to the tent, because this is the key part. We see on the video with the first witness, you see under the tent, you see Austin go really fast to the right, and then he comes back to the left. The guy that's essential for this case, by the name of Eddie, he testified that Austin went at Carmelo so fast he knocked Eddie out the way. But all these kids back to back came in and said, "Oh, he just nicely pushed him on the shoulder." They all have this story to tell. Okay, so check this out. This is where Eddie is essential. Eddie, first of all, Eddie came in and made it seem like, it's kind of like I say with Uda. Yeah, I know Uda. Whatever. All right. He tried to make it like there's a distance, right? So what the defense did, they said, well, is it true that back in 2023 that Carmelo used to date your cousin? Her name starts with the V. He says, yeah. And you guys were at each other's house all the time. And then he he put him on the Summer Jam screen. Boom. First off, he's showing that Carmelo's with Austin. He's with Eddie. He's with Eddie's grandmother. He's with the parents. Then, you know how young girls, they take the pictures and they have their tongues hanging out. They do the giddy pictures. They put that on the screen, and the whole courtroom is pretty much laughing because Carmelo and Eddie are together like they're having the time of their lives. Then he says, "Is it true? Is it true that you guys were playing video games?" And also, Carmelo was in the background playing the guitar. Eddie says, no, I don't remember that. He put him on the screen, and here you see them in a really small bedroom, and you see Eddie playing the video game. You see Carmelo in the background playing the guitar. So now everybody, I see the guy sitting behind Austin's mother. He literally swallows his tongue when he see where this is going, right? I see him. He's pretty choking on his spit because they know that the cat is out the bag. But anyway, this goes on and on so much that Worski, the attorney for the prosecution, he's like, okay, enough of this. And the judge, who I felt like was very domineering, listen, ask Uda in Diddy's trial, Luigi Mangione trial, in 30 minutes, your attorney is going to stand up, object, because it's not even about this case. They're objecting because they know they need those objections if they're going to appeal it. Right? That's a whole different level. Okay. All right. So at any rate, Eddie is established as not being credible. Then this is where it really hits hard. He asked Eddie how the story how it unfolds. Eddie says that Carmelo called Austin a bitch. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Carmelo called Austin a bitch, then Austin called him a bitch back. Toby Shook, the defense attorney, he said to him, well, right at the time of the event, you gave a different testimony. And he says, did anybody say something about bitch ass? And Eddie says, no, just bitch. He pulls up the statement, showed it to him, and then he says, this is how it went down. This is what Eddie said the day it happened. He says that Austin told Carmelo, we're going to get your bitch ass up out of here. And Carmelo says, move my bitch ass out. Okay? So now the attorney is like, wait a minute, your story is reversed. You're trying to make Carmelo look like the aggressor when it's the other way around, right? This is a fact. Pull up the transcripts. I would challenge anybody. My word is my peep game. I'm giving you the deal. So you got to mix all this together, and then I'm going to be out of here. So now we know that Austin is upset and aggressive. Okay, and other guys came in and said that Hunter, a guy named Tion, said that Hunter and them started on So he put Hunter as the leader. Some of them said Hunter kicked this whole thing off, but the media is trying to suppress it. So here's what happened. According to what Eddie is saying, there was a really sharp black guy. He just went to college in North Carolina. His father actually sat beside me because as the witnesses who were young came in, their parents would come in one by one to see what their child is saying. He says, and this is fact, I'll stand on it all day long. Okay, I put money behind it. He said that Austin. Eddie says, no, the guy named, I think his name is Ryan, I guess. He says that Austin goes toward Carmelo and he does a linebacker press, grabs him like this. Now, check this out. All the witnesses said Carmelo never stood up. You got to envision this because it's very important. He grabs him like this. All this. Now, I told you the video. We saw it all in seconds, right? He grabs him like this to move him up. After he said, I'm going to move your bitch ass up out of here. Before he does it, you have to get this in mind. Carmelo had his backpack on his shoulder. He moved it around and he put his hand in it. When he did that, it was testimony. He did that after they started on him, okay? So one of the guys says that he told Austin, don't go over there to him. I think he really has something because Carmelo said, basically F around and find out. He didn't use those words, but you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, he's telling them, come and find out. Austin says to him, I don't think he has anything in that bag. This is Frisco. Okay? His friend warned him not to do it. Don't do it, Austin. Austin goes over there to do his football move. Carmelo remains seated on bleacher, low benches. He's 5'7", a scrawny little guy. He gets so close enough to him to grab him with two hands in his hooded area to pull him up. Simultaneously, Carmelo is reaching in his bag and turning his knife up. He never stood up to poke this boy in his heart. The reason why it struck his bones is because Austin is moving. We saw it in the video. Your own force can outdo you. So don't tell me nothing about anything I said in court myself, and I guarantee you, Uda says he's going to try to get the transcripts. What I'm saying is going to be justified. I'm just giving you game before you see it. But this is what came out of court. Nobody wants to touch on the fact that here's the two things of my message, right? Is number one, you got to tell your kids you can't bring a knife into a school environment. Number two, tell your kids to keep their hands to themselves. In the background, I'll give you a little bit of inside information. I'm not going to get into it. If you notice, Hunter didn't take the stand, neither did Carmelo. I'm not saying this happened, but in this day and time, you have the white boys online calling people monkeys. They're never going to let you take the stand. All right. You got to read into this what you read. Carmelo, we got our young black sons. They want to be cool. What do they call them? YNs. They're taking pictures with guns. They saying stuff online. They want to be gangster. So sometimes in these cases, both sides, certain information can't come into it. That's all I can say about it. I'm not saying it happened in this case, but okay. All right. So that's it.
I have one question.
Yeah.
When they mention the knife, because I hear people say the knife, is it the tooling type of knife that men in the South always have, boys, men? Was it that type of knife, like the folded knife?
No. I have one, right? Because I'm a fisherman. It's the kind they call it. It's called a thumb something knife, where you just tilt it over and then you pull the blade out. In the opening arguments, the prosecutor said he had this knife open all the time. It's everybody. The defense says it's a multi-purpose tool. Prosecutor said it's a knife. Believe you me, if somebody put it to you, it's a knife every day of the week. And if you try to argue that against somebody, they're going to say you're out of your mind. All right.
Well, that is a difference, though. You can say what you want, but I'm from the South, and all the men and boys have a knife, right? So that's what I'm asking. Is it that type of knife?
It's a multi-purpose tool with a knife on it. Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
Okay. So yes,
and that's why he was allowed. That's why he was allowed when they said that they went through, they do let you in with that type of knife because they
No,
know
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no. See, that's where we go left. We got to be honest, because then we're going to mislead people, and people are going to say you guys.
Okay.
So it was a
So is it
multi-purpose
so?
tool.
When you say it's a multi-purpose tool, is it the ones with like a bottle opener, a corkscrew?
It only had
It's like
maybe 6 different features,
So
right?
it is
okay.
a
It's
okay.
it's dominantly a knife. You can't have it. It's prohibited. It's a weapon every day of the week. If you're taking it to
But
the
that's not
airport,
true what you're saying. It's not a
It's okay.
weapon
It's
every
okay.
day.
It's okay, Bob. It's okay. We just
Okay.
because I know he got to
I
do
thought
it.
he
So
said he was
we
gonna
just gotta
deal in
get.
facts and only facts though, but he's not dealing in facts if he's saying that it had 6 other things on it. So that means it's not predominantly a knife because the men use that for all types of things.
But
so,
use it for
let me,
attack
hold on.
sites,
Let me
or
explain.
like an tape.
Let me explain real quick. All right. Let me make this
Okay.
clear. All right. It's a multi-purpose tool. I own one. Right. I could probably go pull it out
Okay.
of my cargo van. Right.
I
The
can show you a secret
dominant,
sample right now.
ma'am, you got to let me go. All right.
Okay, why?
It has 6 features. You can use it as a corkscrew, whatever it is. The dominant feature
Okay.
of it is the knife, and the
Oh,
knife is 3.5 inches. It's
yeah.
pretty wide, and it's very terrifying if someone was bringing it to you to stab you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's not true,
if
y'all.
a knife is not terrifying.
Not a 3-inch knife that you just said is 3 inches with other
Okay,
things on
so
it that are just as long. And
we should
Okay.
so let's move
All right.
on
Hold
from
on.
that. Let's move on from it.
All right. So it's definitely so. Just so we could be clear. So this way, I don't want to keep arguing over the knife. It is the Swiss Army style type of multi-tool.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
just so we clear, and then we can have our own disagreements on if it's dangerous or not. I don't think most people look at a Swiss Army knife as dangerous, but it did do the damage, so it can be dangerous clearly because it
Okay,
took
so let's
a man's
can we
life.
do this? Can we do this real quick? Pull up a Swiss Army knife and pull up go to Home Depot or whatever. Put in Home Depot multi-purpose tools. Can we pull it up real quick? And you're gonna see the big difference in what I'm talking about. Can you pull it up? Are you able to pull it up real quick?
I'm gonna turn on my camera and I can show you 50. I could put 50 of them right now. Hold up. You do that though, and I'll switch up some things.
Am I back? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Sharon. So I ran
Okay,
all
I'm back.
state. Hey, Sharon, can you hear me, man? I ran all state track, and we used to bring pocket knives, Swiss Army knives, to the track meets to help with our spikes. It's to replace our spikes. It's to cut the fiber tape that you use for shin splints. I mean, a knife on track meets is a common tool.
Exactly.
Hello. I've been waiting on you.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I don't want to miss the opportunity that Mel is gracing us with because he got a lot of information, whether we agree with it or not. But I want to make sure we get a good amount of information. We could discuss it later. And okay, so far we have it that Carmelo is not the aggressive. Austin did a whole lot of posturing. It is a multi-purpose Swiss Army knife. It seems like Metcalf, his own force, his own weight, and his force of bringing Carmelo to him is what actually got him stabbed so deeply into his chest.
Yes. Let me show you on the screen. You got a second? Can I put it up?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'll show you something very similar. Then this is 3.5 inches, and then you could just process it the way you want to. I shared it with you. Okay, there you go. So that's it has the different features. It's a multi-purpose, but that blade is that blade. So you want to.
And that's the knife he had?
Very close to it. In fact, that's what the mainstream media is showing. It's right on the point. It's a 3.5 inch blade. I would say the blade looked a little wider,
Okay.
the one that was in court. Somebody approach you with that, you're gonna have a serious problem.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That weapon looked like a real.
It's not a little knife like what they're really giving Jasmine Crockett a hard time about. You can get a little small knife if you want to clean your nails out. It's not that. This is 3.5 inches. What I just showed you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. So if it's
no, but that's
if
not
it's similar
fair.
to that, hold on. I don't want to harp in on that. But if it is similar to that, I can understand why you could say it is a real knife. All right, so I don't want to just hop in on our disagreement on.
Can I
the
just
3.5.
say this? The one in court, the blade was a little wider than what I just showed you. So this way,
Okay.
the blade is wider. Okay. And I hope I helped out a little bit, but I got to bounce. You know, it's what it is. Thanks for having me on your show. You know, I'm just when you go back and you get the facts and you see this knife someday that they're going to show you the picture, you're going to say that guy was right on the money. All right. So whatever that means to you, it is what it is. All right.
All right, Mel.
All right,
Let's
Mel,
do this.
thanks.
Let's do this again. Let's try
I'm
to do
always
this more often. Salute to you,
Shadow.
Mel. My name of my show is the Wildest Wake Up Show. My name is Sharon. That's Bomb Cherry that you had a disagreement with. She means well at all times, but she don't play about exact words. We also focus very heavy in on what is being said and what words is being used on the show. So just so you know, and we don't sugarcoat nothing. As you can see, we like to be very precise with our words. That's all.
And I tell you this right here, when you see the knife in the photos, you're going to see how precise what I said is. Okay.
No, we not.
No problem.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Um,
You know, Bob, we're going to...
wait, because man, listen.
It's okay, Bob. It's okay.
No, I know, but wait a
It's
minute.
all right.
You say,
Because I don't want to hop in on until we get the information. Because if we find out it's a different knife, and then we can have the argument. We're just gonna
No.
go by what, because he was actually there. So I just wanted to get as much information out as possible.
right? No, I get that, right? But he say he's dealing in facts, and then he started talking about a knife that's 3 inches, and then he's making it seem like, and he said it's a weapon all day, every day, and he also said that if somebody walk up to you with a 3-inch knife, it would be a dangerous thing. I could pull out 50 fucking knives right now. In fact, I do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them on my desk right now. I could go to a drawer with over 100 of these knives in. And I'm going to show y'all what the 3-inch knife looks like. So first of all, 3 inches. Sharon, what is 3 inches?
That's what most of these men have, and that's why they so upset.
God, you ain't shit. I knew you were going to say that.
Here's a finger.
Here's
a finger. Here's 3 inches. Here's the blade.
That's right. This ain't nothing, y'all. Now I'm not saying that. Huh?
Hold on, Bob. But that's what all he was trying to point out is that if you pull that out, if Nighters pull out that knife, people's going to take that as a real threat. That's all. I think those are real threatful weapons. I would agree to that.
You think that this little thing is a listen? That's why he was able, but it's not.
Bomb. To me personally, that knife that you got and the one that knife is showing, and the one that if it's similar to the one that he pulled up in the picture, absolutely. That blade is dangerous.
This is not legal advice, but if I'm on the jury and someone came up with you and you carry a gun and someone comes upon you with a knife like that and you shoot them before they can stab, you're not guilty in my eyes at all. Like, that is clear-cut self-defense. Like, yes, that is a real knife. Like, just because it's not a steak knife, what other knives do you guys?
A real knife. Nobody said it wasn't a real knife.
But his point. But that was his point. That's why he ended it with, it's not like a nail filer or whatever, right? He was saying like Shawn said. He's saying like it's a legitimate. If you see that and someone pulls out, you're gonna think they're like that's gonna do damage to you if they stab you with it. Like, you're not gonna if someone pulls out a nail filer or something, you're like, all right, what are you gonna do with that? But if they pull out a 3.5-inch blade, it's completely different.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sharon, that karambit I always carry with me is only 3. It's either 3.5 or 3.75 inches. That one you always see me with, same knife.
Yeah, so like if Shadow pull that out, I'm absolutely believing that is a danger to my life. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
So I could understand why anybody could say that it is a legit weapon. So it's no argument there. It's just that the other stuff that he said, the other things that he said, it shows that Carmelo was not the aggressor, that he didn't even mean to stab the man like that. He actually pulled the man into him, and he kind of stabbed himself from
you
what
didn't get to answer that because y'all was talking about the knife
what
for
he
so
just
long.
explained to us. What you said, Aeon?
Y'all didn't even get to answer. That was the last thing I heard you ask was about the situation with people saying that Austin like fell into it or pushed whatever the situation was, and I feel like he went back to the knife thing.
He said Carmelo went into his bag and Austin pulled him in.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
you probably. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he pulled him into him, so that's how come he was able to thrust it so deeply in, because Austin's only 130, he 225. He's a powerful person. Pulled his little ass up and kind of stabbed himself. Is what he said he witnessed on the video. I don't know if we would ever get to see the video, because I think the reason why they holding the video is because all the people, majority of the people in there were minors. So we will have to wait till somebody leaks it. So he said once the transcript comes out, we'll see that everything that he's saying is truthful. So we have to wait for that as well. He just given the information that he got from him being there at the court. And I think he gave a lot of valuable information, and especially since he was able to see how it unfolded. Hopefully we could get to see it so we can see if it's exactly how he said it. That's the only difference, right? Because already Bomb is having a discrepancy with the blade versus the knife, right? So it could be. No. But we might see it. I'm saying we might see it different than what he's seen. Like because just because he's seen it doesn't mean we'll see it the same way too. So
no, it's going to be interesting. But I don't think y'all understand what I'm disagreeing with, because he said something, right? He said that they went through a metal detector. Remember? Didn't he say that? And
he said they had a metal detector, yes.
Yes, and then he said, I don't know how he got through with the knife. And so what I am saying is that he got through with the knife because they don't consider these things knives to that weight. We could go into houses with these. I've even gone through the airport with these on my belt. And so that's what my point was. And 3 inches, by the way, ladies, anything could be a weapon. Even that nail file could be a weapon if it hits a certain way and hard enough, right? But I was just saying that he was saying, well, how did he get in there if they went through a metal detector? Because they saw it and they let him through.
Hey, Bon, so when you go into the courthouse, though?
Hold on, I don't want to argue the exact technicality of a knife.
No, I wasn't about to. I was gonna say she's right.
What's more important is who's going to be the aggressor, who was starting the fight, and all those things. Did the young man actually do self-defense? So even whatever the case is, I understand in reality we should tell our children to keep their hands to themselves and not walk around with knives because something dangerous can happen. However, I'm more concerned about the young man, the way how he just described it. It sounds like he should have won the self-defense case 100%. Martin Dage with the 499. That wasn't a good swing. Lame ass reach. But he really a groupie. Getting passed around by these big creators. I don't gotta lie to make a point. God damn. He on sell ass. No pun intended. Aaron Tulucas with $2. Gotta stop nitpicking so he can finish. We did. We didn't nitpick that much. But I see a couple of people. I see Amago. Got Bob.
Oh, okay. I was about to say by the time I asked the question, he had already said he gotta go. And I said, wait a minute, I got one question. So I don't know why people acting like we stopped him from talking in order to ask him the question. He say, okay, I gotta go now. And I said, wait a minute, I got one more question. And then
he spoke uninterrupted. He spoke uninterrupted. You didn't do it.
Real quick. Hey, Bon. Right, Sharon, do you mind? If I say, all right, in Texas, that knife that he has, you can buy it at any gas station around, like anyone. You can go pick it up. But when you go into the courtroom, what you have to do is you actually have to go through the metal detector, put it on the front desk, and leave your ID with it, and they'll give it back to you when you leave. They don't arrest you for walking into the courtroom with it. That's here specifically in the county that we're in.
Right.
And also, I want to say, now I see why Bomb said it. Like, hey, he came in and said that he don't have that much time because he's starting his own show. He got his own thing going on. So for anybody think that he got rushed off or we picked him off the panel, that's just a lie. He has his own show to do. We even dropped his link in the chat, so this way he could get maybe a positive. So we need to stop running bullshit ass narratives for no reason. Stop lying for no reason, please. That shit is annoying.
Udo will let us know. You know,
I just want to agree
knows, so
with.
maybe he'll bring him back another time and let us know how he
Yeah,
liked the show.
No, that'd be great. I think Sharon and him get together and make some content.
Yeah.
So, Josh, you're right. And so my point was, right, that you pull up with the knife, they don't look at you automatically like, ooh, you got a weapon, right? They will hold it for you until you come back out. In your state. In a lot of states, though, in some states, should I say, I don't know how many states, right? The men are able to go in that courthouse with that knife on their belt. Because it's not considered a weapon. They don't consider it a weapon. It's considered
I would still consider it a weapon, but I understand what you mean by they don't actually they don't look at it as a dangerous type of weapon. Like it can be used as a weapon, is what you're saying, but ain't nobody really in the South looking at it as an actual weapon for real because they have real weapons on their hip. So I get what you're saying at the same time, Bob, because I'm from the North. So I look at every knife like, shit, you looking real Spanish to me, goddamn it.
Right, but the men carrying the knife, they're not carrying the knife for protection. It actually is a tool. Like they open boxes.
Yeah.
My sons always have them. They always opening boxes and things like that. These what these knives are for. I can show you. My husband got pictures of them. He shares them. He talks about the type of steel. He got some in here that's worth hundreds of dollars. And up to the lowest one that might cost you like back in the day $5.
It's irrelevant because if I'm let's say I'm shoveling snow and someone comes up to me and starts talking shit and I decide to beat them over the head with a shovel and I keep on beating them until they're gone, that is a weapon. Just because it's not typically a weapon or is used another way, it doesn't mean I used it as a weapon, therefore it is a weapon.
Okay, but that's not what that man said. He didn't say.
That's why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to argue too much about the knife because I think it takes away from the point of what our argument's always been that Carmelo is the one that is in defense and he's not on offense. So that's why I really don't want to argue about the knife. And if we was to just give them that, hey, all right, so yeah, we could charge them for a weapon. So charge them for a weapon, not 35 effing years.
Exactly. But didn't the guy said that one of the lawyers, I think Carmelo's lawyer, said, hey, this is just a tool that's used every day. The other lawyer tried to say that it's a weapon, right? So I guess it's how you look at it.
Said, objection.
Right. But the truth is these knives aren't sold as a weapon. A kid can go in a store. Well, I think you got to be 18. I don't think, not a 5-year-old can't go buy it.
Whatever the age is, he was the age to buy it. If it's 16 and 16, if it's 17, whatever age Carmelo is able to buy that type of tool, he was able to buy that type of tool.
Yeah, my son's been walking around with them type of tools since they were like 12.
Right. As a construction worker, I walk around with a lot of tools that definitely can be used as a weapon on my belt, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like we walk around with hammers on our goddamn, like literal hammers going into the grocery store sometimes, right? So screwdrivers. So, like we walk around with a lot of tools that is definitely more deadly than some knives, to be honest. Cool, some of those goddamn Milwaukee knives is just as sharp as a goddamn knife. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Let me welcome into the show the beautiful MJ, because I see she over there struggling to keep her connection. People keep calling her. Let me try to get her in real quick. Welcome to the show, the beautiful conversation with MJ. Oh, maybe she's still struggling. Yeah, she's working on her microphone. I see. Truth, you was having a lot of disagreements with what the man was saying. Why are you having a disagreement with what the man witnessed inside the courtroom?
Because it's not matching up to what we followed on the transcripts.
So you're saying the person that was Yeah, what you mean that? So he was there and he's just giving a synopsis of what he's seen and what he heard in the court.
Right. And I'm glad you are worded like that. He gave his synopsis. You know, his perception is his reality, which would be his truth.
Can you just give an example of what he said that does not match up with the transcript?
Who is that? Oh, I recognize that voice.
So the transcripts aren't even out yet. So I mean, what transcripts you have been shown?
I just want him to give the example.
I'll speak a little bit later. Reese.
Are you pulling it up? All right. Why he get what he disagrees with? Because I'm very interested to see what. Go ahead, Kulu. Truth, you having some background noise going on with your microphone. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but you usually don't have background noise. Go ahead, Kulu.
Yeah, so the official court transcripts from the case aren't even released yet. So he's just getting another person that was there's notes the same way that we just got his notes. So that's that. But what Mel said made a lot of sense. And it it is similar to what I heard from Nika Knight and other content creators that were there. My whole thing is I think that he should have been found not guilty. It was self-defense in my opinion, and I think that the jurors' race played a way more important factor than what people are giving credit for. And the reason why I say that is because the same people that are saying these jurors' race didn't have a thing for it are the same people that will say that Donald Trump is not guilty in a civil lawsuit because those jurors are liberal, and it's from New York, right? So if a political ideology can cause jurors to be biased, why not a racial, like a racial thing, be biased towards these juries, So, and as an ex all-state track athlete who went to college for track, we use knives all the time for spikes, for the little tape that you use for shin splints, because it's not like a regular duct tape, it's fiber tape. So you just can't bite it or pinch it off. So we use scissors, knives, all types of stuff at the track meet. So that's a common thing.
You're muted, Sean.
What people talking about is a T person on the panel. I don't know. But yeah, I think, that is something that we got to put in consideration as well. And that's what Bomb Cherry is saying, right? That's why she's saying she don't like the idea that they calling it a weapon. It's a tool that is commonly used in that area and at a track meet. And that's why Bomb do not like the idea of calling it a weapon. Because once you call it a weapon, especially in the court of law, that defense lawyer should be like, objection.
Right. And that's the only reason I'm going against it, y'all, because the guy, remember what he said? He said, hey, we need to tell our kids not to do this, not to have weapons. Yeah. And he called it a weapon. But little boys down south have them. Even up here, but my husband, he's a man's man. So he gave my kids those type of knives since they were like 12. My grandson already got one already. He got a flashlight and a knife. He's 7.
Yeah, and I do think it's interesting. I'm surprised that Truth is not willing to accept new information. I think that's crazy to me.
You're surprised,
new information.
Really? You're just being nice.
I'm surprised. What you mean?
Okay, yeah.
You're not surprised?
The only thing I'm surprised is the only thing that surprised me around this whole situation is how there's certain people willing to celebrate it. That's the only thing that surprised me, because I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought people would stick to their guns. People would be like, nah, I still feel like it's this. I still feel like it's that. The only thing that surprised me is the vitriol and the emotional, the happiness that they get to celebrate that they were right, that it's a M, and that he got 35 years. It's weird. That's the only thing that surprised me.
They sick. They gonna get what they deserve. But let's go back to this 3 inches right quick, because I can't let that go. My I just measured my pinky
I don't
finger.
know why you can't let that go. It's a simple, like, you know, it's okay.
Because 3 inches, my pinky is a little over 3 inches, and so that's all. I don't know why the 3 when he said 3 inches, and he said that they
3.5. Don't forget the half.
Oh, 3.5.
Half do
Okay,
matter.
I'm thinking not going 3.5, but
Hey.
close 3.25.
Hey, you better give me every inch I can get.
Every centimeter.
every millimeter. We need everything. Yeah, because somebody up here said no. If they pull out a gun that's 3 inches long, that you'll be scared. Ain't nobody up here gonna be scared at no 3 inch.
3.5 inch. No, the night that
100% you will.
pulled out,
Everybody up here, if someone is coming at you with a 3.5 inch blade, is going to be scared.
Yeah, it's up. It's definitely up.
I can tell you right now, if someone came at me with a 3.5 inch blade and I'm shooting them. I'm not about to sit here and try to wrestle with someone with a 3.5 inch blade. And I bet that I get off on that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Let me also welcome into the show. While Bomb can't let go of 3.5. I'm so happy that we have a woman admitting that she cannot let go of 3.5 inches. That is very awesome to hear. Welcome to the show, Eda Bear Williams.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I think we got some decent information just now.
I didn't catch it all. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. But I think it's easy to villainize the young boy though. It's easy to it's easy to say that the young black boy is wrong. You just get I'm still thinking about, man, doesn't matter if some of these black guys was on the jury. Do it really matter if it was 3 or 4 black people here? The reason I asked that question.
Well, Eda, man, according to the Rick Child case, no, it doesn't matter because they had 5 people in the jury, and Rick Child had a black lawyer. So you might be 100% correct, Eda, man.
Yeah, I just think that as people, Sharon, we need to start seeing how we see our own people. Like I'm not outraged with white people thinking the way they act. White people act, but looking at and listening to how we see our own people, how we say so much injustice, and I've seen people literally said this man was guilty, but he was guilty. He had to prove his innocence. If you really listen to the words that have been coming out of people's mouth, he was not innocent and proven guilty. It's just a lot of black folks that bought into the system, and it's so sad. And they think the system is right. It's like, well, since he got convicted, that means he must have did it. You sound retarded. You sound retarded.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I want to know, Ayo, with the information that he just gave, would you still consider it manslaughter? And if so, how much time would you give this version of the information that we got now? If it comes out to be true.
No, look, I didn't really hear too much.
Okay, you didn't really pay attention too much?
No, I heard him.
Okay.
I just, it would still sound like
I just want to know if it changed anything for you.
Even if, when you guys said that about the book, about stabbing himself thing, that he, leaned, or he picked him up and whatever the situation was. To me, I would still view that as manslaughter. It would just change the sentencing, right?
Right.
In my eyes. So,
what sentencing would that change for you?
Oh, I'd probably closer to minimum. So I think manslaughter was 2 to 20 or 2 to 22 or something like that. So in my eyes, I'd probably be 2 years or something.
5 years. 5 years.
I thought he was going to get 5 years for doing without the whole picking him up and it came into him and pause and all that stuff.
Got you.
So I thought it was manslaughter 5 to 10. That's in my eyes based off of the little bit.
You'd never seen it as a manslaughter 20 years in the first place.
Yeah, no. I didn't feel like it was. I didn't feel like he had intent. I don't feel like he went to the tent to go in.
No, the reason why I'm asking because a lot of people when they say manslaughter, AR, they automatically give it to Max.
Yeah, I guess that's
that's
fair.
why I was doing.
Yeah, but no, like
all right, so
just like if a teenager is if a teenager is speeding in a residential area and they end up hitting a kid and they pass away, I'm not going to give them max on manslaughter charge because it's obviously like they made a big mistake in X, Y, and Z. Versus if I don't know, they're doing something that's obviously stupid and intend to harm someone, and it ends up in someone passing away, like throwing rocks at a little kid or something, and it hits them in the head and they end up passing away or something. Like, you're not getting minimum manslaughter for doing something that's stupid.
Gotcha. Okay. Freedom $4.99. So what is everyone's thought after hearing it? Sounds like he pushed himself into the knife. It does. It sounds like self-defense to me. It does. 35 years is crazy. It is. Great super chat. It definitely is not. It's definitely not coming out the way how people is trying to push it out to be. What up, plug? It ain't.
I said so. So, do you think like maybe the lawyer was in on this since he didn't really object? He didn't really.
Bruh, either man, like I'm really like I don't want to say that out loud because that's just foul to say, but bruh, it's hard not to. Also, shout out to the Cash App. It says support the show 100. Thank you so much. You know how difficult it is to get support for honest conversation and honest information, because that was just an honest moment right there with just information from somebody that was actually there. And hopefully when we get the transcripts, we can see if everything matches up to what he say. But either man, bruh.
I'm just saying, like, I gotta see the trend. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the lawyer objected 50,000 times and the newspaper just missed it.
No, he didn't. Mel said last night that he heard 2 objections, and those were before the trial started. But during the course of the trial, his lawyer never objected to anything that was leading witnesses. That was like he did no objections, and that's what I'm glad MJ popped back up, because that's one of my issues. Nothing that happened in the trial was preserved for appeal. It's all going to be set under ineffective assistance of counsel, which is still a higher bar. That's what I'm not happy about. I believe his lawyer tried to burn his appeal.
And it's just like, did you see Brian Steele in the Young Thug case? Anybody seen that? Brian Steele went to jail for his client. Listen, he said, listen.
Great point.
Like, he was
I didn't see that part.
He literally said, I object. He said, if you do it again, I'm going to hold you in contempt in court. He said, I don't want to go to jail, but I'm going to jail for my client. And he went to jail. Literally went to jail. I just wish that.
That's that junkyard dog that we want. We want that junkyard dog.
Yeah, that's hard, man. And it is a lot, man. Maybe he was trying to think about his career. Maybe he was thinking about, I don't know what he was thinking about, but
I don't know what he was thinking either, man. It sounds a little sketchy to me. Let me see how MJ, can you, let's see, MJ, hop off mute. You there?
I'm good. I was fighting for my life earlier. I really was, but I'm home now. Y'all can hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you well now.
Yeah, so I was wanted to come in just to point out what Bond was talking about. It was that's a really good thing. And I hope that the defense attorney, if they get a new one with this new appeal, that they start bringing that up and questioning if there were metal detectors at the event. How did he get inside with the pocket knife if it's supposed to be perceived as a weapon? The prosecutor did a good job of making it being perceived as a weapon to the jury, which was creating this false intent. But now the defense attorney has the ability to call in everybody who was on duty that day doing the metal detectors and who was the one who patted down Carmelo Anthony. Did he see this pocket knife? Did he allow it through? Why did he allow it through? What was his reasoning and his logic behind it? So we have to start moving differently, because pretty much if I am picking up with that guy, I don't know who that guy was, but the guy who came in with all the information that was at the court, picking up what he was putting down, that they're using many different type of loopholes in this situation to make sure that is framing Carmelo Anthony as intentionally coming there to be destructive, intentionally coming there to harm someone, and that these Metcalf kids were just kids and they weren't out to harm anyone, and they were just there trying to protect the environment. Meaning
MJ,
that
that's gonna be
Carmelo
really
Anthony.
hard to prove.
Say that again?
Because athletes normally don't use normal entries. It is common that athletes don't come through the normal doors. Like we always
But-
had like, huh?
I never.
See, I'm just stopping you real quick. In Texas, it's not that. You can see there's metal detectors at both ends.
Yes.
Usually the weight room is on the far right side. Athletes come in from that side, and there's a metal detector on the outside gate that comes in through it's the schoolway. I know what you're saying, but there's still metal detectors there.
And just another thing, just to point out what the guy was talking about the videos having different dates. If this is a school event that normally happens for certain, I guess, certain sports that the school holds, then it would be very easy for them to get surveillance from, Carmelo attending an event before, probably wearing the same jacket or things of that sort, to make it seem that he was roaming around in the area prior to going down to sit down where the tent or the tent was at, where the Metcalf boys went to approach him. You know, so I was thinking about those dates too, and I think that the defense attorney needs to bring that up as well to confirm what was on the police body cam, as well as what was seen from the arena of them showing him prior to the whole incident.
MJ, from what I saw, he also didn't request a forensic analysis of the video to confirm that it was unaltered. To my knowledge, it was just a video that they suggested.
Right.
Yeah,
And
man.
you know, and that's the problem too, right? Because even the photo, right? The photo of the judge being with the Metcalf family is now being said to be altered, now being said to be AI generated. You think that other things cannot apply here? And another thing too, I find it quite strange that, you know, having, let's say, a all black jury, people have the assumption that they were going to find him not guilty just because they were black. But we're not allowed to have the assumption that they put a all white jury because they wanted to make sure that he was not found guilty. I find that quite amazing, how the assumption only is applied to one side when it actually can go both sides across the board.
Woo.
I agree
Bar.
with you. And
Yeah,
Josh
that's a bar.
said that too earlier, right? Somebody said that earlier. Yeah. How you
Yeah,
doing,
that's a bar.
MJ, by the way? And Eat Man.
Hey, Bob, I'm fighting for my life. They out here crazy in New York. Yeah, but
I heard they was
Yeah.
acting crazy. Y'all okay
Hell
out there?
yeah.
The Knicks lost, huh? Is that what they call it? The Knicks? What they call
No, they won.
They
Oh, they
won.
They-
Hey, the
yeah.
biggest comeback in history.
Oh,
Listen,
what?
Yeah.
never happened.
That's good.
New
Yeah,
York
this-
lost their minds.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
why.
see-
Well, they're gonna tear it up anyway. They tear it up if they
Yeah, they-
lose. They tear it up if they win.
correct.
That's the
Correct.
New York
We're
way.
stressed out
That's
here.
the New York way.
So when they win the actual championship, if they win the next game, whenever that is, that's tomorrow.
Oh, they ain't gonna win that one.
Yes, tomorrow.
They ain't gonna win that
Yeah.
one, but shit.
Nah, San Antonio got that one.
Excuse me, don't be sitting up here trying to jinx us, either man. Who the hell do you think you doing?
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth that you can
I'll
take it.
sage your ass like we had to sage Trump. Don't do it.
You better get the sage, and I think it's gonna be better if y'all come back and win it in New York. Anyway.
Oh nah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I think
If
if you
they
lose
win
this,
it here, it's gonna be. If they win it here, it's gonna be a riot.
That's gonna be a riot if they lose it. That's y'all just be wanting to fight. Y'all just want to fight in New York. So aggressive, and that's why I learned why a lot of people from New York have problems with this is because a lot of the things are already banned in New York. Like a lot of things that's normal in the South, guns, knives, all these things is something that's unnormal in the North. So it's like, oh my God. They be like, oh my God, he got a knife. And then I can show you that we all had knives. Like knives was like, it was literally like a rites of passage.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. And that goes back to what Bomb said. If you're talking about a pocket knife or a switch knife and stuff like that, that was always looked at as a handyman tool. Never looked at as a weapon. Never. So that's why it's very important for us to find out if he snuck it in or did security allow him in. And if security allowed him in, you have to question that security guard's logic. If you know that that is a weapon and you know that y'all consider that as a weapon and it's not supposed to be on the premise, then why did you let him in?
MJ, for the last maybe 3 days, I've been trying to explain to people about the totality of the circumstances in order to determine how he felt, right? And that, wait, there was an AR, hold up.
What's up?
So, wait, hold up. MJ, you still there?
I'm here.
You're muted. Oh, you muted because
but like
they're picking apart each individual occurrence and trying to say, well, this isn't enough by itself. This isn't enough by itself. I've been trying to say, and I'd like to know if you agree with me, that it's not one instance, it's the totality of it. How all the things combine to determine how he would have felt in that moment. And that's what his lawyers should have argued for his stand your ground defense.
Yes, absolutely. It's a sequence of events. And normally that's what plays out. When you get a case together, you build out the story about how everything took place and how it got to that point. The fact is that how they made it keep it separate as separate individual separate situations in one case is kind of crazy to me. It really is. Like, how do you leave out the video of the Metcalf boy approaching him, putting their hands on him? He's sitting down while they're in his face. How do you leave that out and turn it to switch it that he was aggressive? When the whole act of them even coming together was from an aggressive standpoint.
That's what I was going to ask you. So everybody keeps saying that, because keep in mind, it was still raining. When they came up aggressive and then told him to leave while it was still raining. That's a clear bully tactic, right? Would that be considered the initiating offense or the initiating moment when they approached him as a posse?
Yes, it was. That is when the aggression actually started. The same people who are saying that Carmelo was supposed to let these boys put their hands on him and kick him out, and he was just supposed to run away or go tell a coach or a security guard that they went and put their hands on him. The same thing applies to the Metcalf boys. If he wasn't supposed to be in that area or whatever, now why did you not go to the adults? Why didn't you go to the
I know that's
authorities?
important. I know that's important. I didn't think Sharon Spike was gonna make it through this last game. Man, he went through some emotions, boy. I thank you. I thought he wasn't gonna make it, bro. I didn't think he was gonna make it to the end.
Corinne Mackey with the 199. Spike waiting all his life for this, Otis. His whole life.
That is
he
so
made a
true.
movie about this shit. Shout out to Corinne Mackey. He is waiting his whole life for this. He could die happy man out there seeing the Knicks win.
I was just gonna say, I know somebody brought up like the tool, or it's been brought up the tooling and stuff like that at the track meet, the knife being a tool and everything. The two witnesses that I don't know how many they called, but I saw at least two, and both of them kind of hurt the defense's case. One of them said, or unless it was the same person saying it, one of them said, "No, I wouldn't carry a knife with me," and he was also on the track team or had previously been on the track team, and then obviously the other one was like, I think Carmelo provoked him. Oh, so
and now that we finding out
No, that was the
people
same person.
oh, it's the same person.
And now that we know people that actually run track in Texas, they all carry this kind of tool.
Who do we know? No, I just told you one of the witnesses that run track said no, I would not have a knife on me.
But Kulu actually ran track.
I know
he ran track in Texas.
I understand, but I'm
just trying to say, like as a defense attorney, there's no way you would have put those guys on the stand.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
There's no way. Like,
I agree.
I don't know what happened there. They had a whole
I agree. There was a lot of things I saw.
But that also goes that he might have been getting railroaded. That's what it's kind of showing.
It was. I've been said he got railroaded. He got railroaded from the start.
Then he got railroaded by his parents too, because you can't just, if you're gonna assume the negligence and whatever by everybody else's railroading, then his parents also railroaded him because his parents.
I will say that his parents definitely did make some mistakes. Absolutely.
Not some. They made a whole bunch. They railroaded him. They went and got this lawyer because some black activist supposedly, reportedly, a black activist told them to get a white lawyer for a white jury, so they went and did that. They never got on Twitter and made it known to everybody that, hey, this money that you're putting into GoFundMe, we can't even access that. We don't have money for another lawyer or for a better legal team, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, like if we're gonna talk about the incompetence and say it's railroading, then talk about his parents too.
Well, no, but this is his second group of lawyers. That's not the first lawyer they hired.
So they got rid of it, okay, and got one like okay. So proving my point, that's even worse.
No, I think money was more of an issue than we letting out. Because you got to remember, for the last year, it's not like his dad can just go back to work like nothing happened. Like this idea that my son did something this crazy and I can go back into my regular work, especially as a sales agent. Remember, he was a sales agent in Texas. I believe now knowing that they didn't have the access to the funds like I thought they did, I think they just ran out of money. Remember, this was a year. Remember, if you ever paid a lawyer for a year, I don't understand how expensive that is.
Supposedly, this attorney is a good attorney in the area, so he's not cheap.
Wait, hold up. So you're also forgetting a bunch of things. So number one, remember when we initially talked about this, I saw that he was a public defender, and then I saw that he was common law. And I was like, that didn't make any sense because I thought he had the money. And it talked about the legal team that they paid for. And then it talked about his indigent status. And then it talked about his common law lawyer. So, and my issue was, this was the first time common law, they'd worked together before, but they never faced against each other. And the way that it looks after not looking at the preservation of defenses, after the shoddy workmanship on the stand, after not even trying to actually form a real defense. Again, most people in Texas in this situation would quote, stand your ground, and that stops most of the cases in his tracks. But he didn't even try to raise stand your ground. He raised self-defense, which is a higher standard, ironically, because there's more to it. And but then he didn't try to explain why Carmelo felt threatened or why he felt his life was threatened. His entire argument made no sense. The closing statements were atrocious. So if you're looking at all that, how can you can't say his lawyer tried, and you can honestly believe that he sold him to the government.
Yeah, I mean, tell you the truth, his lawyer did his job, but his lawyer did his job for the other team.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. He did his job. He was buddy and linked up with the prosecutor and the state of Texas in this situation, and that was him not to bring things to evidence that would actually, basically make it a clear, concise, reasonable to say that this young man was in self-defense. The fact that you just brought up stand your ground and the things that people have lost their life over, stand your ground. It would be property. It would be whatever, loud music. We have cases of this, that people have lost their lives because they was playing loud music and someone felt threatened and they shot them. And you telling me that a young man can be approached by two guys taller than him and double in his weight and put their hands on him and he is not allowed to defend himself?
In what situation did someone win a case where they shot someone because they played loud music?
I don't
I forgot
know, but
what state it was, but yeah, a guy was in his car and he was playing loud music, and one of the I guess the other customers that was at the gas station told him, flipped him off and said, turn down your music, blah blah blah. They got into a little discuss, and then he thought that when the guy was reaching in his car, he thought that the guy was pulling out a gun. This is what he had told the courts, and he ended up shooting in the car. And the guy drove off, trying to, steer the wheel while he's bleeding out, and he ended up dying. The guy didn't get held accountable for that. He was found to be under the stand your ground law.
So that's a completely
Because of
different
reasonable
situation.
suspicion. Hold up, but keep in mind there was no actual threat. So AR, you did this yesterday.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, well, no, I understand that you have reasonable suspicion. When someone on here did a video, not on the panel right now, but someone else on YouTube has a video, and he went over cases in Texas, and one of the cases was a situation where a black father and husband had back and forth with the neighbor below them at an apartment complex. Somehow they was in the parking lot at the same time. The neighbor was yelling at his wife and kids, hovering over him, and said, "I'm gonna show y'all what I do to people that called police," or whatever he said, and reached behind his back. And the husband and father shot him and got off on self-defense. I know you don't have to have physical contact. It can be reasonable suspicion. It can be these things. So there's a reasonable person assumed that there was a deadly threat imminent or something else, so they defended themselves. I understand that.
Yeah, but the argument that people keep making isn't making sense, because nobody, when you again look at everything that it was, he was about to get jumped. He had a medical condition. He warned them he had a knife, and they still came and put his hands on him. He could have clearly believed they were trying to do real irreparable harm. So why aren't people? And again, it was his defense's job to raise that case, and they didn't.
Hello, no, but listen, the funny part about it, like yesterday, Sharon, I asked Ronald a direct question. I said, if we was in public and I stole off on you, right, and I knocked you out, do you got the right to shoot me? Ronald said, yeah, you punch me, I got the right to shoot you. Isn't it crazy that the same people are saying that they don't see the logic in it will respond in the same kind in these situations?
Right.
And the funny thing is, you would have been allowed to do so here. Like people keep trying to make it that they think that I'm against it because I'm black. And y'all know that that's a retarded ass statement. My issue is the fact that this actually affects my self-defense here. Because now you're saying I'm not allowed to defend myself until you actually put me in harm.
Let me cut my camera. Shadow. If nobody didn't thank you because you black. Nobody ain't made no black argument.
Hey, I've been told that at least 5 times this week.
It has been that way for black people. White people get to defend themselves, and black people don't. And so if y'all don't look at them cases and see that's what exactly is happening, then you will think that race don't matter. But race matters because they make it matter. You don't have the right to defend yourself. That young man is going to do 35 years because he don't have the right to defend himself in a state where you can defend yourself.
Thank you.
It's called proportionate and what a reasonable person believes. And
no, that's only when you black. But when you
it's literally in the
but Bomb, even then, where's proportional? No, hold up. AR's lying through his teeth. No, pull it up. Pull it up. I promise you, neither Texas Penal Code 31 or 32 ever used the phrase of proportional force. I promise you that. I've looked at it at least 15 times this week.
Yeah, it doesn't say that.
You just have to prove that you had to defend yourself. That's it. You were threatened.
That's it. That's it.
And you have to have a reasonable belief. That's what the standard is. It's not, and it's literally called one-upping. You can, if you threaten to stab me, I have the right to shoot you. I don't have to go halfway. I don't have to be like, oh, well, he threatened to stab me. Let me go pick up a screwdriver. No, hey, I'm gonna try to knock you out and stomp you out. All right, and I'll blow you through the wall. I can do that. I can literally do that.
What you say?
And there's nothing you can say. What?
It might be North Carolina. I'm just wrong. Period. But so it's just it doesn't have the proportion in there.
You said North Carolina has proportion.
It might. Well, I'm just wrong.
The southern states definitely don't give a damn.
You don't want to look it up.
Why? Whether it has it or not, I'm still wrong about what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Or wrong in that instance, anyway.
So we watch her, and then he got 35 years. When we saw a woman claim that thought she went to her apartment, shoot a man who was eating ice cream, and she got 10 years.
Gallagher got 10 years. Gallagher got 10 years for shooting Botham Jean in his house. Make that make sense.
And then they claim.
And hold up, hey, Bomb, do you remember why they were able to do that? Because they said, and I quote, she believed someone was a threat in her home.
Yeah, that's what I just said. She was claiming self-defense. She claimed that even though it was his place, she thought it was her place, and she saw this big black man in her place eating ice cream. And that's why she was able to get just 10 years. It was reasonable.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's
she broke
crazy.
into somebody else's house and shot him and said, "Oh, I thought he was dangerous," and that was reasonable.
And MJ mentioned a case. If I'm correct, it was Florida, and the
Yes.
young boys
Yeah,
was in the
he's
car.
pretty
They
confident
was in
he's
the
locked
car
up.
playing music. The music was loud. The white man said, "Turn your music down," and they said no. And he went to shooting in Navy.
Pretty sure he's locked up.
No, he's not.
Okay.
I was in Florida when that happened, when that case happened. I was also living in Florida when it was a domestic dispute, and the woman, her partner, was coming at her, trying to kill her, and she had a
Florida man
weapon.
sentenced to 20 years in prison for shooting over loud music.
Well, that's good. What about, they didn't want to arrest him. So just like the old lady who shot the neighbor, when she was banging at the door, she knocked at the door, she shot her through the door.
Oh, the mom, right?
Yeah, shot the mom. Because the lady was doing racist things and saying racist things to the children all in the neighborhood, claiming they were loud. All because of that. This lady was mean, and she shot that woman through the door and claimed that she was threatened. And they wasn't going to arrest her. It took months.
There's a very close case that somebody brought up, the Casey Allen case. I went and looked it up after that. It's literally the same circumstance. She served 3 years. She got 3 years in jail for doing the same thing.
Yeah, so it is a race thing. But y'all said something, I think it was Eda Man said something that was very important. And somebody else said it too. When we watch our own kind be happy that a young boy is going to jail for 35 years. Look, even if you say, well, I think he's guilty based on the facts that I've heard, you can say that. But damn, you ain't got to be excited about it. You ain't got to be happy. I told you, yeah, he deserved it too. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, so the gas station case, so the other one that I was referring to was loud music at someone's home. The gas station case, he got found guilty of 3 attempts of M, and had a mistrial on first degree. But he was definitely not. He definitely didn't get off. Each of his attempts, if I'm not mistaken, a minimum mandatory of 20 years for each account. So he got at least 60.
Yeah, but he had a couple of trials, right?
I don't know. But the point is that he didn't get off.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's the exact point, but I think what we were saying was, in a lot of the cases, until these things go worldwide or nationwide, they'd be getting off. In other words, yeah, like my brother getting shot in the back, right?
I think Ahmaud Arbery is a perfect example.
What?
The local Ahmaud Arbery, where they hunted him down and
the runner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like that wouldn't have happened if the dude hadn't released the footage, because the local police department, everybody was pretty much like hiding it or whatever they did.
That's right.
So yeah, there's 100%. There's
even with the boat thing, that happened, and they was about to slide that to the side until some people took notice. I think his family started talking and people picked it up, and that's when they, Yeah, even with the guy who shot that young lady who they went to help, and then they even black people was talking about she deserved it. She threw hot water his direction, right? That was crazy. I don't know how we can all see the same video, but people see different things. Because they was claiming she threw hot water.
So in these instances, are you guys saying that the verdict was wrong in these instances for these other people where they said that, hey, I shot because I feared for my life because of some small thing? Or are you guys saying that it was incorrect?
Hey, can y'all hear me real quick? I want to make something super clear because a lot of people keep saying stuff that they don't seem to understand. You are legally permitted to use deadly force like shooting an attacker only if it is reasonable to believe that is immediately necessary to protect yourself against death or serious bodily injury. Specifically, if you feel as if someone who is physically attacking you, even if it's just a physical scuffle, I'm reading it specifically, and you are genuinely in fear, you would be protected by Texas Penal Code 9.32. Kill, stop saying stupid ass shit. I'm telling you for a fact, what you're saying isn't real. You can be protected if you feel like you are in danger of serious bodily harm or death. If you're fighting somebody and he dumps you on your head first, you can roll over, pull your strap, and blow him. Period. Pause.
He dumped you on your head.
So
but if he pushes you, you can't pull your strap and hit him, and you can't.
Shadow is right in his state, but each state have different laws, y'all. So Kills are like, and he's in Texas, okay? He down south with the good old boys, and that shit gonna fly when you're white, but it ain't gonna fly when you're black, right? Because we know what happened to the young boy who just got 35 years. But
he got 35 years because he pulled a knife after he got pushed at two high school students.
Yeah, but he felt like he was. You forgot what
never tested. None of the witnesses testified that. He didn't testify that. None of the witnesses testified that it was that type of environment. Not even the defense witnesses.
So they lied. All right, so hold on. So they lied.
So sure, the defense witnesses also lied. Everybody lied. His previous teammate lied as well. Everybody lied.
We know they lied. They got caught
in the face of all evidence. Everybody lied.
Hey y'all, the man that was in the courthouse that seen the evidence and seen the video. Just explain to us. Are you not accepting his information, or like?
I accepted and I weighed, and there's 14, 15 other testimonies of the people that were actually there.
Remember, he said
because it's going to be in the moment, right? Sharon, you've watched rap battles. You know that you can win in the room.
Hold on, you're not answering. Hold on, I'm trying to understand because you didn't answer me. Hold on, I'm trying to understand. He gave new information that those people's testimony is not what happened. They their testimony is not matching to the video, is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you not accepting that new information, or you don't want to? What is
you can accept information and say, okay, how does this information fare against the other information that you already have, right? It's not reproducible.
That's what I'm asking
nobody, but I already answered that. So why are you asking it again?
Because you didn't answer it.
I did. I said I am accepting it, and I weighed against the 14, 15 other witnesses that testified. That's what I said when you first asked, and you said I didn't answer it.
Oh, so you are accepting it?
So I'm trying to understand. So you accepting the 14 witnesses, or you accepting this new information?
You can accept both and weigh them.
Okay, and so with both of those information, one is saying, hold on, one of them is saying that they contradicted themselves. Right. One is saying that the witnesses are not speaking to what is happening on video. So you cannot. So I want to understand, which one are you accepting? The video or these witnesses that's from a year ago that changed their story? They literally
accepting the witnesses.
They are going against their original story. So they said one thing when it happened live, and then now when it comes to the trial, they saying something different.
What did the defense witnesses say differently?
What he said is that what they said originally is matching what the video is saying. But now what they changed their story to is not matching what the video is saying. So how you explain to me how you processing that information?
He's taken in the information that was just given. However, he still believes that the witnesses' testimony that they gave now it holds more weight to him than the new information that was provided.
Wait, what?
Is that what you're saying, y'all?
Sure, we can go with that.
That's why we gotta let them speak for themselves. But
no,
so
I mean, I literally said that. I don't.
I know. Listen, that man though.
Because the reason why we don't understand it is because you cannot say you accept new information then revert back to the old information.
Yes, accepting information doesn't mean you say it's true. Accepting information is okay. I hear you. I understand it. I appreciate you giving me that information. I'm going to weigh it against what I have also seen in these other aspects, and I'm gonna say which one I'm rocking with, which one I believe, which one I find to be more believable, which one do I find to be more credible. Accepting new information does not mean that you find it to be true.
Okay, so which one?
Nor that you sit on that side of the aisle.
That's what the.
All right, so that means you don't accept the new information.
Okay,
that means you heard. That means you heard the new information.
What is your definition of accepting?
You don't. No. Regardless, when
it's not regardless. What do you believe accepting means?
What?
What do you believe accepting information
Are you fucking serious right now?
Yes, I'm 100%.
I don't understand why you playing a semantics game for no reason.
Because you're playing.
We know we know. If I give you something, that means you you take it. That means you accept it.
Yeah, physically. Exactly. So if you give me information verbally, and I take the information that you give me, that's accepting the information. It doesn't mean I have to believe you, right? The Me Too movement was all about. My eyes,
it was about, that means. No.
It was about if a woman says something to you, you should trust them. You don't necessarily have to believe.
Hold on, no, that's not. Hold on, no.
It is true.
Hold on,
it's not my fault you're getting upset about it. It is true.
We having a misunderstanding. Hold on. We having a misunderstanding. No, if I say, "Hey, this is true," and I say you accept it, I'm confused about why you said now I don't have to accept it as truthful information. I'm asking you. What I said was. His information, do you accept the old information as true or this guy's information as true?
He just received the information. He doesn't accept it, Sharon.
Wait, but you let him speak. We don't know.
It's accepting the information as semantics.
As true. Which one?
Right, because I said as true.
Right.
If you accept information, that doesn't necessarily make it true.
I'm asking you, do you accept the new information as true?
I believe that's his perspective, and I appreciate his perspective on it.
I asked you a question as a yes or no. Do you accept the new information?
I gave you an answer. If you don't like my answer, then you have to get over it.
No, because your answer is not fit into the answers. It's a yes or no.
I can't accept. I accept what his information, the information he gave. I accept that to be his perspective, and I appreciate
a yes or no. I don't know why this is so difficult.
I'm not answering it again. So you asked it. That's the last thing I'm saying about it.
You're not gonna answer you. Listen, but I
don't understand when men. I don't understand when men act like little bitches. It's a yes or no.
So
I'm not trying to call you nothing.
Am I calling you a bitch? Am I calling you a bitch?
I didn't say you was a bitch.
Okay, but don't say I'm acting like don't say I'm acting like a little bitch.
But you are.
Okay,
right?
you ain't got to do all that extra bullshit. That performative shit. Let's be real. Don't do that shit. I'm not saying you're calling you a little bitch because we have a disagreement about certain things.
These are the options. All you gotta do is answer the options.
You think because you call me a little bitch, I'm gonna answer your question? Sean, hey, that's irrelevant. If I'm a little bitch, let me. Hey, you really think? Do you think I'm a little bitch?
That's irrelevant.
Do you think I'm a bitch? Sean, do you think I'm a? Don't try to walk it back. Do you think I'm a bitch?
You acting like.
Do you think I'm a bitch? You think I'm gonna act like one in real life? Okay, all right, thank you. So don't say that shit to me again. Don't say that shit.
Well, you acting like a bitch.
Don't say that shit because I'm not sitting here calling you a bitch. You know, there's certain words you don't say to dudes.
I didn't call you.
I ain't calling you a bitch. I ain't calling you no punks. Don't watch your fucking mouth, little nigga. Watch your fucking mouth.
I'm saying words. I'm saying words on purpose. You are acting like something.
Let me know when you're in the States again. Let me know when you're in the States again.
This is what you are acting like.
All right, and I will act like that in person too. Let me know when you're in the States again.
But that doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay, that's fine. I know it don't mean nothing because you over there. Let me know when you're in the States.
I'm in the States. You want
to give me my address? I don't care. Why would you're a woman? I'm not on. You didn't call me a bitch.
My husband is a man.
I want the dude that called me a bitch. to let me know when he's in the space again, so we can have a conversation in person.
He didn't call you a B. You know he didn't call you a B.
Don't say I'm not sitting here saying he acting like a little bitch. You know, don't play dumb. We know what that means. You acting like a little bitch. You acting like this. We know what that means. We know what that's insinuating.
In turn,
I don't care. I don't care.
Like,
if you want to be on that type of time, Strong, we can be on that type of time.
I said what I said.
Okay, and I said what I said.
You want to take it, and you want to take it as you taking it as something else because you want to take it as
someone acting like a little bit. Here, to be clear, me personally, if I say someone acting like a little bitch, I think that they a bitch.
You say it all the time.
No, I don't call people bitches. I don't use that. I don't say bitch. No, I do not. Pull up the transcript. We can put money on it. I don't call people bitches.
You say it all the time.
Okay, if you think so. I don't call people bitches.
You call me a bitch.
You say
I've never called you a bitch. You pull it up.
You say it all the time. You like so like it's a difference with saying it's a difference between something somebody acting like something and calling somebody something.
Put money on it.
This is crazy.
Put money on it. I'm good for the money. We know I'm good for the money. Put the money on it. I will bet that I don't call people bitches up here. I've never called Bomb Cherry a bitch. I've never called any woman up here a bitch.
Well, you might be right. Okay.
I know I'm right. So don't say that I say things that I don't say.
But that's not what I.
Bomb Cherry, we've only had a back and forth one time, and I apologize.
Hold on, you bet with Bomb Cherry.
Okay, but we had a back and forth one time, Bomb Cherry. So don't act like I didn't apologize for that because I did apologize.
No, you did. I know.
Okay, so don't. All right.
I'm just trying to get you to calm down, baby. That's all.
Okay, all right.
I like you. You know that already.
I'll rock with you too, but don't come on. We don't have to sit here and act like calling someone acting like they little, like acting like they're or saying they're acting like a little bitch or something that's appropriate. We know we wouldn't say that in the street. Like, let's just be real.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro, because I even hearing what you're saying now, I'm gonna ask. Don't say I'm jumping sides, but bro, I thought I've heard you tell people, "Hey, you need to stop coming up here acting like a little bitch." I thought I've heard you say that before. That's why I'm thrown off that you're saying this now. Because, bro, I think I've heard you say that.
Shadow, I can answer the question. What did I just say? I just said if I said someone's acting like a little bitch, that means I'm calling them a bitch too, and I'm gonna stand on it. That's one. Two, I don't think I
but you also just that was my point.
Okay, that's fine. You can make your point. I never called a woman a bitch up here. If I said a dude was acting like a bitch, I meant what I said, and I'm gonna stand on it. Not only did I mean that they're acting like a little bitch, I'm calling them a bitch. All right, so I'm not gonna sit here and
what you just said.
Well, I said you acting.
We're not playing semantics. What I'm saying is you just said that you don't do that.
I answered it. I don't think I do. So if you want to pull it up, that's fine. I don't mind being corrected and saying I'm wrong, and I did do that.
Like, I don't got no skin in the game. I don't care that much. But bro, I'm saying if you're saying that you're not doing it and you've done,
but I just said if you're saying I have done it, and I already answered.
Wait for to do that.
If you're saying I have done it, if you're saying I have done it, I don't mind being corrected and saying, hey, or you pulling up the video and saying, look, you have done this, you do this all the time, and I'll be like, you know what, you're right, that's my bad. I need to wash my mouth. I don't mind doing that.
I say, all right, it ain't that fucking serious to me. I don't care that much. I'm just saying that if you're gonna say you don't do it, if you're gonna say you don't do it.
Yeah.
The what?
Well, but I don't do that to people I'm cool with.
No, no. Again, that's not here. I'm just saying what's been said because you said you did it.
But if it wasn't true, but I know I get it, but I already answered that, so we don't have to keep on going back. If I did it, then pull it up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll apologize and say I need to wash my mouth more or whatever. Point being is that if it's some random dude up here that I don't rock with, and I say it, I mean what I say. I'm not gonna call you or Sharon or Bomb Cherry or anybody else up here a little bitch or they're acting like a bitch.
I gotta play the violins for you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Can we just have fun? It's Friday.
There's a certain level of decorum that people have when they're cool. Or I thought there was when people are cool, and there's lines that shouldn't be crossed. Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that. Okay, right. No, notice I've never called anybody a B ever.
Exactly.
Because I have a problem with that phrase.
Cross that line because you know what that means. Exactly. I would if I said you acting like a little bitch, Shadow, how would you take that?
No, I don't call. No, I don't call. I do not call anybody a B. I'm specific about that.
I'm cool with that. If I said you acting
but
like
hold
a
up,
little bitch,
wait, never mind. I do call people bitch ass niggas. Never mind. Right. Hey, you're right. You got me.
Y'all be.
It's okay. Look, because this is what it is. You taking it as if. And I clarified it. You said, "Am I one?" And I said, "No." Right?
I don't know. You might have said
was that clear? Was that clear when you asked me? Was that clear?
I just said I don't know because if you said it, I maybe didn't hear you. Are you saying it right now?
He said it back then.
I'll say it again for you now. But what I'm saying to you is that in the heat of the
I'm answering your question. I'm just answering your question real quick. I appreciate it, and whatever the misunderstanding is, I personally, if someone says I'm acting like a little bitch or something, I take that to be calling me a bitch essentially. And if I'm cool with someone, that to me that's just a line that I'm not going to cross, and if I do cross it, I'm going to apologize. And I'm not saying you didn't, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
If I took it some way that you didn't mean, or whatever the situation it is, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, cool, I got it out. You're saying you're not calling me a bitch, whatever it is. I'm not stressed about it right now.
Yeah. It's not worth the argument past that.
It's not worth the argument. It's not worth taking it somewhere we don't need to go. Yeah, 100% agree.
Following Friday.
Right.
Yeah, it's just Foolery Friday. That's all it is.
I do like that y'all settled it though. Now a real bitch just popped up on this panel though. What's going on, Kills?
What's up, Kills? I know that she ain't talking to me, so what's up, Kills? Actually, you're not wrong, because Kills was over here running his mouth too the other day.
Right, that's who I'm talking to, man. I wasn't calling nobody else.
Hell yeah, I was one in my mouth. Well, me and Shadow had our little back and forth together, and I paid my damn tab. So it's all good, my nigga. So don't put me in your smoke. I said it in the back chat. Read the back chat, hey y'all. I said he was out of pocket. Read the back chat. Hey y'all. I said he was out of pocket, brother.
I'm not even talking. I wasn't even talking about you and Shadow. I was talking about you.
Did you just read what I said?
Cheerleading for another dude.
Yeah, I read that, bro. But you didn't stick on your standpoint. You said about being knocked out, bro. You said being knocked out.
But I'm talking about this.
You played the life, brother.
Kills. No,
I got you. Hold that mumbo jumbo, man.
No, nigga. But see, that's because you're not intelligent enough to have the conversation, and that's cool.
Man,
I'm not mad at that.
Cool.
But I'm not mad at that.
Don't be mad, but
the problem. So the issue is, I'm talking about the fact that they ran up on him to jump him. That's how they ran up on him.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your words, brother. We paid the live stream. No. You said if I got knocked out, we paid the live. You said if I got knocked out, I got the right to do that, bro. You said you got the right to pull out your toolie.
No.
Said that on the
you're
live
right.
stream,
Hey,
brother.
hold up, you're right.
Words,
and remember,
brother.
I got remember, and I corrected myself. Hold up. And I remember I corrected myself when you said that. Hold up, because you said, I'm telling okay, then let me stand on it now, since apparently you're going to sit on it. Hey,
sit on
I'm going to correct myself.
That was crazy.
Hold up.
Did I?
Crazy work. Yo, Shadow, man, it's all love, brother. It's all love.
He ain't denying it neither.
He did not.
No, so here's what I'm saying. It's because I'm ignoring.
He started giggling.
So, what my point is, if we're fighting and I feel like you're going to beat, especially if you got super beaters, pause, and you're actually getting in on me like that, and I feel like you're going to beat me to death, yes, I do. Full forcefully have the right to offer you, because I feel like you're not going to stop at me getting knocked out. You're going to stomp me out. If I feel like if we fought and you're going to stomp me out, I can roll over and put two in your chest. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. There are circumstances where in a simple fight, there's a simple fight where I can, if I need to, I can blow you. You know what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot of ways you can say this safely. So you get what I'm getting at, right? Okay. I'm saying like people,
you're not going to get off, bro. You're not going to get off for that.
I have a question.
Literally in Texas, one of the things is if multiple people are approaching you to fight, it's a reasonable fear of imminent threat. You see what I'm saying?
But multiple people did not approach him to fight.
Did only one person approach him, or did two?
It was two. Him and his
testimony says 6.
Yeah, they said it was a lot.
All right, the very testimony. You were saying it's not 6.
The very testimony. But hey, you made me correct that. Because you made me go look for the testimony.
I have no clue how many people. I have no clue if it was 6 people.
Well, remember, I was stuck on 4, and then I looked at the actual testimony, and they were like, "Oh yeah, well no, it was actually 6." And the video only shows 2 that actually physically engaged with him, or confronted him specifically.
Just
so
to be clear,
again,
you
even
saying
still,
that because
two is
someone
more
asked
than
you to
one.
move, you saying that because someone asks you to move, that makes them or asks or tells you to move, that makes them an attacker.
No,
just,
I'm saying
when
when two people said that they're
work.
gonna beat your ass, though, if two people tell me they're gonna beat my ass, yes, I believe that there's two people
I
fighting.
didn't see any testimony from Carmelo, the defense witnesses, or the prosecutor's witnesses saying anybody other than one person.
You can't use Carmelo. In fact, Hunter's first statement. Wait, Hunter. Wait a minute. Hold up, Bomb. Please, I'm going to knock this out real quick. Hunter's very first statement said that he was the reason that. No, stop. AR, stop. I'm not talking about court. I'm talking about what actually happened that day. His brother was
about his sentencing. You have to talk about the court.
But we can't talk about the defense, AR. AR, we can't talk about the defense because his.
What are you doing?
That was Menace to Society, by the way.
I was like,
yeah,
there's
a difference between what happens outside of court and what maybe everybody else knows, and what the jurors are told to consider, and what they should be considering. And what they should be considering is the stuff that's in court. You have a whole pretrial, and you know this. You have the whole pretrial and stuff in Shadow. You know this, where evidence will be suppressed. All the stuff. The jury's not going to be there, or they shouldn't be there when that stuff is happening.
Right.
So they're not going to know about it. Some of the evidence that's suppressed and whatever people outside of the jury don't know.
Okay, I've been trying to say this for a while because AR was talking, before Sharon asked him which one do you believe. So the guy who came up here, he said that there was the people who was taking the stand against Carmelo, that they were proven to be liars. In other words, one of them said they didn't even know him, never really dealt with him, but then there was video showing and pictures showing where they used to be friends. He used to date his cousin. He was playing video games while Carmelo was in the back of him playing with the guitar or something like that. So these people was going up there. They were doing a lot of lying, like, no, I don't really know him. No, I never really saw him. I don't, so based on eyewitnesses and in the courthouse, they was proven to be liars. Now, I don't understand how he got found guilty if everybody was proven to be a liar, though.
So with this,
because the defense didn't put any defense up. The defense had no defense.
If they had no defense, that makes them guilty. But
no. Wait, hold up. You're talking legally. Thank you. I was like, bro, stop it. We're being real.
The ex-girlfriend's cousin or whoever he was, if I'm not mistaken, all the defense essentially did, and Shadow read the transcript, so he can correct me if I'm wrong. All they essentially did was show 3 pictures from 3 different weeks saying, hey, you were around him, weren't you? And that's all they did. They didn't establish like, oh, you guys were best friends, or you guys were he said, yeah, we were cool. I don't remember. I mean, maybe the transcript says otherwise.
No, you're accurate.
I don't remember.
That's what it says.
He said, I don't know him at all. He just said,
no, his initial statement was, I don't know him like that. Like, yeah, I don't know him like that. We don't
we're cordial or we're acquaintances. It doesn't mean I don't know him at all.
But hold up, now we're talking legally again, because they've actually spent time in close quarters in pictures clearly that were at different points in time. It shows that they were more than simple acquaintances, though, because it shows that there's a pattern of being in connection.
Yeah, but
so again, you're talking legally, so I am too.
Shadow, if me and you have a mutual friend, and it just so happens that we're around each other a couple times because our mutual friend invites us out, but we don't really talk when we're out. We don't really rock with each other like that. That doesn't make us friends.
Wait, hold on.
I don't really know you. I don't know you like that.
But would we be more than acquaintances if we've been seen together on multiple occasions in just pictures over an extended period of time?
I'll give another example. Situation that.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. You didn't answer. Wait, I'm asking you from a legal standpoint. Mm-hmm. Would we be seen as still mere acquaintances, even though what we're doing is we're spending time?
Well, there's no legal standard on acquaintances and about what the jury believes. So it's not him. He didn't lie. That's the point I'm making because Bombshell was saying.
Let's say a reasonable person then. Can a reasonable person infer that they could have known each other more than just acquaintances? That's all I'm trying to get across.
They could assume that, but based off of your testimony, I can only go by that. If Carmelo testified or his cousin testified or someone else testified and said, no, they knew, like, we always hung out, we always went and they always played basketball against each other or something like that, then the jury can say, oh, he lied. But him saying I didn't know him like that, and then the defense, attorney being able to get him to say, I mean, we were just cool. That's the same shit to me. If I hear that, it's more or less the same shit. Like there's, you know, that's not a lie to me.
That's a lie to me. I don't know what you mean.
AR,
I don't know him like
I don't. Right. I'm hearing what Bomb. I'm hearing what you're hearing. Bomb, AR, let me ask you a question, and I just want to have a clear understanding with you. Is it possible
let
that
me because I was gonna give it a scenario. So let's say I talked to a dude a few times, and there could be pictures. Let's say because we hung around the same people, I talked to him a few times, and then we end up being like, let's say we end up being piss mates somewhere. Let's say we're in the military, we get stationed somewhere and piss mates. So we share a bathroom. So we talk, hey, the bathroom clean, X, Y, and Z. Let's say he get picked up on something, and they come and interview me. Are we friends? Are we more than acquaintances based off of what I've given you so far?
Yes, y'all will still be more than acquaintances because y'all actually have a lot of mutual space together. Or it could be assumed, which is why they would come ask you to begin with.
Exactly. And
because
so
there is a
I
lot.
don't know the dude. I don't know the dude. They was like, hey, what does he like to do?
Well, what about X, Y, Z? Okay.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say that there's an intimate relationship, you know, friendly, obviously. But I could say that y'all have more communication with each other than just a based acquaintance or passing
But me
by.
and the dude would never call
You would
each other
have
friends.
more
We would say,
information.
I would say, but I would tell, I'm telling you that I was in this. I hung out with, or I was around that dude more than 3 times, and we talked more than 3 times. And I didn't know that dude. I didn't know him like that. I would say we was cool because we was cool.
Okay, so I'm accepting everything you just put because I know Sharon's trying to put something up there. But can you also see how, based on what was happening and based on the fact that he was clearly lying consistently, that people can, like, even the jury should have been able to say, hey, maybe his testimony isn't credible.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't see him lie, but we're just in a disagreement on, you know, of that.
That's fair. All right, Sharon. Hey, I see you.
About to be a situation.
Shout out to T.O., my June 5th Gemini brother. Me and him be at it for many of years, cursing each other out. Today, your name is T.O. I'm going to call you by your real name. I ain't going to call you by the name that I normally call you. Today, you're T.O. Salute to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Much love. All right, somebody sent me this video. I did not see it, clearly, because I'm here, you know, with y'all. Let's see what it's all about.
Jury sentenced a former John Jay student convicted of killing another student. The Northside student was found guilty of stabbing another student behind a West Side restaurant.
Former John Jay student Jesus San Miguel will spend 30 days in jail for the fatal stabbing, as well as 10 years probation. News 4 San Antonio's Phil Sterling has more on the legal battle that took place in the courtroom.
A jury today sentenced Jesus San Miguel to 10 years probation for the stabbing death of John Jay student Joshua Kinnaman in April of last year. Kinnaman's family in tears as they left the courtroom, disappointed with the jury's punishment for criminally negligent homicide.
He was looking forward to graduation, getting his driver's license.
San Miguel's attorney, Charles Bunk, says the video shows San Miguel pulled out his knife after Kinnaman shoved him.
He walked out the door with his to-go cup. If he took the knife out and came at the guy, then I say, okay, that guy needs to go to prison. But he doesn't. He's backing away.
Bunk says the video shows Kinnaman lunging at San Miguel, then getting stabbed.
Because we're not talking about a little oopsie.
The prosecution saw it a different way. They say the manager at the restaurant behind which Kinnaman was killed is a place where teens often fight.
You even know that there was a confrontation earlier before in astronomy. They knew they were going to get out into that parking lot and exchange blows. That's exactly what we agreed to.
San Miguel will still have to serve 30 days in jail and 60 days in house arrest before his probation kicks in. Phil Sterling reporting for News 4 San Antonio.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to get
Can I have to spaz out now and can I wait? Should I wait? because this is the same situation. And this man actually pulls up on him, and he kept chasing him with the knives. So we're gonna pretend Carmelo Anthony did anything like this, right? All right. So everybody who's defending what happened, let's go. Explain to me how this is equal. I'll wait.
We have nothing about the facts of the case other than what we just watched for a minute and 20 seconds.
Nigga. AR.
What?
You just saw the video of what just happened. So and I remember yesterday you said if somebody shoves you and you hit them with a knife, that's homicide. You did say that yesterday, right?
Generally speaking, if someone pushes you and you stab them and they pass away, I didn't say it was homicide. I feel like he should have got manslaughter.
Right, manslaughter. Okay, even better. And this guy got 10 years probation.
I don't know the facts of this case. Like every self-defense case is different. every case is different. Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like it's not? Like you've been through the legal system.
No, because even though I can admit that you're right, these are very similar.
To be able to find
these are very similar.
To find procedural issues to overturn and do whatever. So we know they're all different, and we know that every single time you do something, or every time you go through the process, it's going to be very specific. Like, how can I win on this technicality or this gray area, or how can I paint it to be this type of picture to the jury? We don't know the facts of this case. So we have no clue what the other dude was doing.
So these two crimes were punished severely different. One guy
severely,
like.
Oh, I don't I'm trying to give you. I don't even agree with the sentencing on Carmelo. I probably wouldn't agree with the sentencing.
No, I get that. So, but here's what I'm saying. Like right now, this is the first time I'd ever even heard of what just happened. There was no defense for what was going on. That's a place where people go to fight. He was losing the fight, so he hit him with a knife. That's according to what they had just explained happened in court. In this case, Carmelo he would have been in a quote unquote physical altercation and hit him with a knife. I'm saying hit him with a knife, y'all know what I mean. No, he was in a physical altercation. No, he was
completely different
by definition.
And the level of physical altercation matters to what type of force is going to be found to be justifiable.
What?
So for example, if those kids had gotten into a fight, and I don't know, I need the case so I can look it up. Let's say they got into a fight in the parking lot or whatever, and the dude was losing, and the other dude and the dude that was winning was smashing his head against the floor. Then yeah, he has an argument to be using a knife to defend himself. Right?
But that's not what the video just showed.
I don't know I don't care what the video shows because they leave out a lot of information. I want to know what the case was, and I'm gonna look it up myself, and I'm gonna go read about it.
Sean, do you have the name of the case? I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on Pacer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sean, what I'll do is I'll pull the Pacer and I'll send it to you. Do we know the name of that case?
All the latest news right here.
Hold on. That is. Hold on. Jesus San Miguel.
So it's Miguel versus Texas?
In San Antonio.
Okay, hold on.
And people keep on doing this where they look up cases or whatever that side with what they already believe. We don't see people on Carmelo's defense or, people that feel like he should have got nothing, pulling up videos of other situations where people used force and they were also found guilty of manslaughter or whatever, right? They're finding, they weren't sentenced as much and this and that and the other. But there's going to be there's going to be cases on the other side that people were sentenced to for more or equal. But nobody's looking for those cases. They're only looking for the cases that make their point sound better.
So then we need people that is on the other side to find those cases to prove their point.
I'm not on the. I don't.
We can't be mad at the people that is attempting to prove their point to show the
Let
bias.
that bum Cell do it, man. He been doing he over here cheerleading all that other bullshit. Let him do that shit.
Right, whoever it is. But what I'm saying is that so the people that is believing that he had an unfair trial, they bringing up cases that is very close to the same situation. We can't get mad at them for showing
I'm not getting
evidence.
mad. I'm not mad. I agree with you guys. Like, dude, I understand what you guys are saying, but you being like, see, that doesn't change your mind. It's like, no, it doesn't change my mind because I don't know the facts of those cases. I don't know the facts of the cases, and there's going to be other cases on the other side, and the other side would put, like, let's say I was on that bullshit sales shit. He'd be doing the opposite. He would be pulling up cases. Oh, see, like this was a similar situation, and they got this much, so really he got under sentenced. Don't you agree? No, I don't agree. I don't know the facts of that case, and I already believe that he got overcharged and over sentenced.
AR. So I want to. We talked about mutual combat recently, right? It might have been Edaman who made the comment. But these two kids, these two 17-year-olds, I'm reading it right now. They apparently agreed to have a fist fight, and before the fight even started, apparently he got scared and pulled a knife, and it was all over the one who died, Keenan or whatever. Apparently made a comment to his girlfriend, to the Miguel's girlfriend, which is what sparked the fight to happen. And when the fight actually ends up breaking out, while he was walking up for the fight, he pulls the knife and stabs him before the altercation even begins. Mm-hmm. So, again, this was words started it, and then they agreed to fight each other, and then he brought a knife to a fist fight. If anything, I would have said he planned to bring the knife. Absolutely. Like in this case, he clearly already planned to bring that knife. Oh. Would you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
he pulled it out. When the dude approached him with fists, he pulled out a knife.
Yeah, not a fan.
So yeah.
So and he already had the knife.
So that's Hey, I just know that I just want fair trial. That's the only thing I'm arguing about. We did not reach the goal. I think I'm going to be doing a show later on tonight or later on today, so it makes sense for me to take a nap any goddamn way since y'all don't want to help us reach the goddamn goal today. Bon Cherry, you got any final thoughts? Okay. AR, you got any final thoughts?
No, everybody, be safe and have a good day. Rest of your day.
Shadow?
People in Texas, defend yourself no matter what. We say don't tread on me, mean that.
Damn. And also, one lesson we learned today, AR believes that acting like one and calling you one is the same thing. So tread lightly with AR. I almost got my ass whooped.
No.
It won't be my first time, so I ain't afraid of no ass whooping. I left AR speechless. I did a good job.
Man.
Nothing wrong with being. Let me